Mr. Evil Dragon, as long as you spare the people of our kingdom, I'll do whatever you ask me to do.
Evil dragon, why are you targeting my daughter? She is so sensible and lovely.
To the human king, 10 years from today, I will come and take the princess away. Please prepare 10 tons of gold to redeem the princess in that time.
It's impossible to collect 10 tons of gold in 10 years. How are my subjects going to survive?
Our princess has such a hard life.
10 years have passed, and the evil dragon finally showed up just as he had foretold in the letter.
Humans, I have kidnapped princess. If you want to redeem the princess, bring.
That blind dragon! Can he see that I am such a beautiful princess? Yet he still caught the wrong person.
Yay, the princess is saved.
I get to save the money.
Ouch! You can put me down now, right? Wait! Don't put me on the ground, put me on your bed. Slowly! Put me down slowly. That scared me.
Shiny, what a pleasure to the eye.
What's wrong? Are you captivated by my beauty?
Wait for your knight to rescue you.
Ha, I've already sent away the ones that can put up a good fight ages ago. I can't take that trashy church anymore. I don't want to go back and become some priests.
At the sanctuary.
Rose, I have something to talk to the Archbishop alone. Can you wait outside for a moment?
Of course, darling.
May God be with you. You may now confess your sins. I want all the couples to die.
I have two people I love. One is my wife and the other is my lover. They both love me very much, and I also love them very much.
People who shows affection in public will definitely die faster.
I know I shouldn't have cheated. I feel sorry for my wife, but I can't abandon Miss Ellie. My conscience hurts so much.
Then follow your heart.
Am I really allowed to do that?
The kind Lord will guide you.
Goodbye, Rose. I have something to do. I'll leave first.
Hey, Jack. Why is Jack so happy? I don't remember there's any event going on. My life has become quite dull lately.
Go home 20 minutes after going out tonight. Maybe the house will be more lively.
The next day.
According to both of your own will, I hereby announce that under the witness of God, on 119.13.14, the marriage between Mr. Jack and Miss Rose has officially ended.
Rose, please listen to my explanation.
Wait. How dare you guys end this sacred marriage just by your own wills? Father Ivor, we usually tries to talk couples out of divorcing. You should calm them down and persuade them well.
She isn't willing to forgive him, and I can't force her to do just that.
Seems like Father Nor really wants to be the holy messenger. So, I'll gladly fulfill your wish. Someone come bathe and dress our new holy messenger.
Holy messenger. Being a holy messenger means you will be monitored even when you're in the shower. You can only drink mountain spring water and eat flower petals. You cannot leave the temple for a lifetime and cannot see the sunshine till death. If you try to escape, you will be burned to ashes and presented to God. Can I go up to the tower to bid my last farewell to the sun?
Sure, but you should be aware of the consequences if you run away.
Since I was chosen as the candidate for Holy Messenger, I have thought of countless escape plans, and today's is just one of the many. The dragon likes to collect gold and gemstones. 10 years ago, it announced to the royal family that it will capture the princess today. However, what the dragon really likes are things that are shiny. It doesn't even recognize the features of the princess. The sunny weather is the best. So I deliberately let my golden hair grow and stood under the sunlight, shaking my metal jewelry to attract the dragon's attention. As expected, the dragon took me away, mistaking me for the princess.
What should we do? Should we chase after it?
Let's just go back and report this.
That way, I escaped in broad daylight. With the dragon here, the sanctuary wouldn't dare to do anything to me.
Why aren't the knights here yet? So much of my meat has been eaten.
And the holy messenger is required to be a virgin. I'll look for a handsome guy later, hee hee.
Hey Mr. Long, wow. Mr. Long is awake.
How long was I asleep this time? Hey, child, are you not afraid of me?
Mr. Long, I think you're handsome.
I've lived for more than 1,000 years, but this is the first time someone ever told me that I was handsome. Even though I slept most of the time.
And you rich. Mr. Dragon, do you know the story of the brave fighting the evil dragon?
Never heard of it. Is this dragon famous?
Super famous. Everybody knows about the dragon. Because it took the princess to blackmail the king. On a small mountain, the dragon was holding the princess as hostage. The knight's duty was it to save the princess, and of course he succeeded.
Useless guy, as a dragon unexpectedly defeated by a human. If I were him, I'd knock the knight down, so that the king would be forced to give me gold.
Are you going to take the princess too? But the princess is younger than me and she would be pitiful if you would take her. Why don't you give us a notice, and kidnap the princess in 10 years? After all, we people need to be prepared.
All right. The man looks familiar, as if I had seen him somewhere.
Mr. Long, I don't have anywhere to sleep. Please move so I can sleep on the bed.
This is my bed. Why should I give you a seat? You sleep on the floor.
You may not know, Mr. Long, that we human princesses are used to living a life of dignity, and are very weak. If I don't sleep well, my heart will feel so bad that I may die suddenly in the middle of the night.
No, if the princess dies, the king won't give me gold.
Maybe Mr. Long, you might be so strong that you don't even need to sleep on a bed. So, the dragon has become a human being.
Ha! Humans are so fragile.
This muscular body.
Sleep tight, don't die.
These handsome features. That's the man of my dreams.
Not enough space. I already gave you enough space. Isn't that enough for you?
I'm cold and I don't have a blanket.
Ha! Why are you humans so bothersome? You sleep here.
Dragon, hand over the divine master now.
What divine master? I caught the princess.
You're the dragon's spokesman?
I am the dragon. What do you want?
How can a dragon turn into a human being?
Aren't all the knights fighting only for the princess? Where did he come from?
Dragon, you didn't catch the princess, you caught the Lord of Eve. The church sent me to pick him up, our great new holy apostle.
That's a good picture.
What? You are a fake?
No, I can't go back. Sir Knight, I'm afraid you've got the wrong person.
Stop resisting. I don't have any use for you here anyway, just leave already.
Father Ivor, why don't you want to go back? Everyone's waiting for you.
Alas, the dragon has already defiled my body, no more can I be the holy apostle. As I'm no longer qualified to become the holy apostle, only death awaits me if I go back. I might as well just meet my end here.
Hey, all we did was sleep next to each other.
He lost his virginity. No, I don't believe this. Father, please come back with me and pray for forgiveness. His Grace the Archbishop will surely understand.
Do I have to spell it out for you? Get lost.
Yes, sir.
Hey, aren't you taking this guy with you?
Father Ivor must be doing this to protect me. Don't worry, I'll definitely save you.
All that time and effort spent, and what did I bring back? A useless phony.
I'm very easy to provide for, so it's not like you got a bad deal either.
Get out of here.
Mr. Dragon, if I were to help you build a castle that is magnificent beyond compare, would you allow me to remain here?
Like I'd believe you, you liar.
For starters, it would be sparklier and shinier than any gold or jewels.
sparklier and shinier?
The walls would be built with gold and decorated with all the beautiful jewels and gems that you've collected, and underground, a cooling, crystal chamber, capable of storing delicious fruits and meats, not to mention a humongous bed embroidered with soft, gold silk able to hold you even in your dragon form.
It's even sparklier and shinier than I imagined.
He loves sparkly and shiny things. If I draw them, it'll be hook, line, and sinker.
But I like living alone, so I'll get rid of him once the castle is completed.
I'll design some more furniture so it'll take more time for him to finish it. That way I can keep staying here. See? This is the huge, super luxurious bed that I designed specifically for you. You can sleep on it even without changing into your human form. At the very least, it has to be this big. Your dragon form is huge and heavy, so to withstand it, the frame must be made from obsidian. But obsidian is so dark and dreary, there's no way it could match up to your magnificence, thus the frame must be plated with lots of gold and have exquisite carvings. And lastly, the sheets and blankets must be embroidered with gold silk, so these silky, lavish sheets will be able to accompany you into your sweet dreams.
I'll go look for materials.
Don't worry, I definitely won't run away. Hee hee, once that bed is made, in the future I'll be able to.
Ivor's inner fantasy. 1 hour later. Obsidian, cotton, gold. 4 hours later.
You made it in 4 hours?
This is my first time making it, so it took me longer. Next time I'll surely finish within an hour.
This won't do. At this rate he won't have any use for me very soon. But there's no way I'm returning to the church. Yes, God's representative, the Holy Apostle, is a prestigious role to the secular followers of the church, but everyone in the clergy knows that the position is nothing but a trap. No freedom, no privacy, and no human rights. The only reason to maintain their beauty and virginity is to please the clergy as well as the church's followers. Any cleric whose looks qualify for the position either bribes the archbishop with embezzled funds, or attaches themselves to someone from the upper class and leaves the church. I have neither money nor a strong background, and thus became a candidate for the Holy Apostle. Those people even went so far as to hire a knight to bring me back so I can become the Holy Apostle. Mr. Dragon, you must be tired after all that work. Why don't you come up here so I can give you a massage? But if I lose my virginity, they'll have no reason to force me to return.
Ah, this is so comfortable.
Mr. Dragon, I can't give you a massage if you don't assume your human form.
What are you talking about? I don't want to assume my human form, that's why I made the bed this big. You can sleep on the pile of hay over there.
It can't be that he's not interested in men, right? If he refuses to help me, doesn't that mean that I'll have to find another man? Let's build the castle, over there. He's so fast. Okay, we've done enough for today. I'm so tired. We've been looking for a place to build the castle all day. I need to rest now or I'll die from overworking.
I'm not even asking you to do anything. Just go sit on the side. Humph, there's no way he can do it without my guidance.
Seems like there are a few villages around the river, so it won't be much of a hassle to go to a market in the future. The news of my kidnapping probably hasn't reached this place yet, so let's go shopping while I still can. First, I need to change out of this cleric uniform.
Good day, sir. What kind of clothes may you be looking for? We have all sorts of designs here. We also take custom orders.
This, and this, wrap them all up.
Yes, sir.
Mister, could you sew some gemstones onto this outfit?
We've been kind of short on staff late. Of course we can. We'll have it done right away.
Hey, you, come take a look and see if I laid the foundation right.
He even made it with so much more detail than the design I drew up.
Did you change your clothes?
It's awesome, amazing. Your progress is way faster than I imagined. You're the most incredible architect I've ever seen. A genius indeed.
Hop on, it's about time for dinner. I haven't eaten all day and I want some meat.
Just ate a bunch of stuff at the market and not hungry at the moment.
He's so diligent, don't tell me he dug up all those coins and stones in the cave himself. I thought they were loot, damn, he didn't notice that I took some, did he? Mr. Dragon, why don't we go to the village market nearby for dinner? They have a lot of tasty food there.
Humph, humans always make a big fuss for nothing, they're going to be all gone before I even get there.
They're just intimidated by your super strong dragon form. If you're willing to take a human form, I'm sure they'll welcome you warmly. Human food is super delicious and exquisite, don't you want to try some?
Hey, I want all of these.
Sir, you have to pay first.
Didn't you hear what I said? What?
Mister, we'll take all these bread to go.
Right away.
He used my gold. Humans are more welcoming than I thought, and the bread tastes good too. But it cost me one of my gold pieces. Here, eat.
Mr. Dragon, you can address me by my name, Ivor.
Ivor? What a terrible name.
What's yours then?
My name is simply Dragon, which sounds much better than any other name.
And he's back to this despairing form again. Mr. Dragon, are you asleep yet? I'm having trouble falling asleep. Can we chat? Oh my, your dragon form's a bit too big. It's hard to communicate like this. Become human. Become human.
You took my gold and gems.
Damn it, why are they falling off so easily?
Sewing all these stones one by one is such a hassle. Let's just glue them on.
The shop owner cutting corners.
I'm gonna kill him.
Go to sleep, I have to continue building my castle tomorrow. Get off of me.
But your back is so wide, can't you let me lie here for a bit?
You basta.
This is.
Leave me alone. I'm a dragon. Even if I were to mate, it would be with another dragon.
You've already turned into a human, why are you still rejecting me? Virgins are so troublesome. You're a virgin too.
You evil dragon. Hand over Father Nor immediately. 2 men, in one bed. No! I have to believe in Father Ivor. They slept on the same bed, that's all. Father Ivor.
I thought I told you to go back. Why are you here again?
Father! The church believes that you are innocent. You just have to pass the holy water trial, and everything will be fine.
The church's holy water can determine whether one is a virgin or not, and the holy apostle has to go through the trial every day. If they are found to be no longer a virgin, they will be sentenced to death.
I've never touched this thing. If he doesn't pass that holy water trial, it definitely isn't my fault.
Sir Knight, my body and soul has likely already been defiled by the dragon, even if I return there's no hope for me. Would you be willing to take me away to somewhere without the church or the dragon, and spend the rest of your days with me?
But...
Do you also dislike me now? If that's the case, I will take my life now, at least that way my good name will be preserved.
Of course I'm willing to do that. How could I possibly dislike you?
Thank you. You're such a good guy.
I'm not dreaming, right? Father Ivor, let's go to my place, shall we?
Okay.
Not so fast. He's mine, you're not taking him.
He's already agreed to leave with me. Why, you can't just force him to stay.
I snatched him with my own claws, so he's mine now.
You evil dragon. Scoundrel. Bandit.
Get lost.
Father Ivor. I'll be back.
Mr. Dragon, are you that reluctant to part with me?
My castle isn't done yet, so you can't leave now.
Damn this hard-working dragon, doesn't he need to eat? He's been working since morning. Mr. Dragon, aren't you hungry? Why don't I get you something to eat from the market?
A few pieces of bread cost me an entire gold coin the last time we went. I might as well just catch a rabbit or two.
But isn't it nice to have something different every now and then? It's not like you don't have money anyway. Just think about it. Humans have spent thousands of years coming up with all these delicious foods, and you only need to spend some coins to be able to try them all. It's a total steal.
That does kind of make sense.
If you'll allow me, I will bring you the largest spread at the lowest cost possible.
Human food is delicious, but I prefer gold.
Thank you for your patronage. I will be back shortly.
Hey, I haven't made a decision yet.
No pain, no gain.
Dragon Hunters Wanted. An evil dragon has kidnapped Father Ivor, priest of the Church of Epona and soon-to-be Holy Apostle. The brave warrior who successfully brings Father Ivor back shall receive a reward of 1,000 gold coins.
Seems like word about my kidnapping has spread nationwide. Even the cave's location has been made public. I've diverted the knights who were a match for the dragon, so there shouldn't be anyone else who could possibly stand up to him.
Great Epona, please grant me an opponent with strength on par with mine. It's too lonely being invincible.
Knight of the Divine Sword, strongest person in the Epona continent. Just defeated a giant slime and is currently jobless.
Knight of the Divine Sword, your opponent is nigh a human, but the demon lord of the Ophia continent. If you wish to seek him, you must cross 2 deserts, 3 volcanoes, and 4 black seas. Will you carry on despite the dangers?
I will. Yes, I finally got a job.
Anyone who's even slightly stronger has been sent away, and all that's left are the weak little guys. But he has such a short fuse, surely he'd think I'm too much trouble and send me away if people continuously came up to harass him.
This is much more filling compared to the last time. Those breads were like air and hardly filled me up. I'd rather have eaten meat.
Well, yes, that's why I bought cakes and biscuits this time. These contain a lot of sugar and cream, so you won't get hungry as fast.
Aren't you going to eat?
Mr. Dragon, won't you put me out of my misery? I'd rather die at your hands than go back to the church.
What are you saying all of a sudden? Why are you so adamant about not returning to the church?
I saw a recruitment poster for a dragon hunting quest at the market earlier. They're paying a huge sum to bring me back so I can become the Holy Apostle.
Holy Apostle?
The Holy Apostle is a nominal figure that the church forces imprisonment, absolute obedience, brainwashing, public nudity, fasting, and celibacy on. Furthermore, they have to educate the masses for 13 hours every day, yet they never get any wages or even a day off.
Were human churches always such extortionists?
I was already resigned to my fate, but after you took me and brought me here, you opened my eyes to how wonderful life could be. Besides, I've truly, deeply, madly, fallen in love with you.
I know I'm a catch, but for some reason I have a hard time believing those words when they come out of your mouth.
You're evil, cruel, and full of mystery, yet at the same time you're amazingly talented, and you can fly and breathe fire. You are, without a doubt, the overlord of the dark realm. Plus you're so goddamn rich. How could I not love a creature as outstandingly and exceptionally magnificent as yourself?
Well, you have good taste, I'll give you that.
Mr. Dragon, as it is now, I can no longer imagine what a life without you would entail. If I cannot be together with you, if I must leave you and return to the church, I would rather die.
That's...
I know you loathe me and hate me, but I'm grateful and content to just be allowed to remain by your side.
Since when have I hated you?
No, you may not know, but you will very soon. All those people aiming for the church's reward will be coming after you. You'll be hurt.
Like hell. There's no way those tiny guys could even leave a scratch on me. Don't you worry, they'll never be able to take you as long as I'm here.
Really, Mr. Dragon? You're too kind.
With the promise of a hefty sum, any man will suddenly become courageous. Warriors came from all over the kingdom to challenge the dragon. They lost, naturally, but since they were never gravely injured, they kept on going back to try again. 3 months later, the castle was completed and the dragon and priest finally moved in.
Now that I have the dragon's protection, I can take it easy and live a slow, relaxing life.
The garden is nice to look at, but watering it is so troublesome.
I don't need to read my graphic novels in secret anymore either.
I can't roast that lamb indoors either, or my floor will get dirty. Mopping is a pain too. This house is beautiful and all, but maintaining it is a real hassle. Ivor.
What?
Freeloaders aren't welcome. If you want to stay here, you have to work. These flowers are really fragile. You must water them every day since it doesn't rain in the summer. It's windy outside, so there's a lot of dust. Mop the floors and wipe the tables once every day. Since we built the castle on the top of a mountain. Wash the dishes too. You have to keep turning it or it'll burn. You're terrible at this. You should practice more.
How can he stomach that meat when I've burnt it so much? I don't want to eat meat. Are there any fruits?
You'll have to pick those yourself. Oh, and remember to clean this place up.
Damn it, I didn't escape the church just to become a servant of a stupid dragon.
What's this? He even made the bed today. How unusually diligent of him.
To my dear Mr. Dragon. Dear Mr. Dragon, thank you for letting me stay with you, and sorry for all the trouble Eve caused you. However, the work here is too much for me, and I'm lonely, so I'm going to move out and find a man to marry. Don't worry about me.
How dare, Sparkly, leave me just like that?
Hello, are you looking for a helper? I can do any kind of work.
No thanks.
I'm so hungry. If I can't find anything to eat today, I won't have any strength to even walk tomorrow.
Sir, are you looking for a job? I'm looking for workers on behalf of my boss. He's a bit stingy, but meals and accommodation will be provided.
Am I so hungry that I'm hallucinating? Is this priest here to collect my soul? Are you a god? Is this a dream? I'll be happy as long as I have food and a place to sleep. Take me with you, Father.
Those are some nice muscles, perfect for menial labor. Our identities are sensitive, so you'll have to know how to keep a secret.
Don't worry. Even if the boss is a demon, my lips are sealed.
He has a much better personality than that dragon. What if I let him? No way. It's definitely because he isn't handsome enough. I should find a few more.
Father, where are we going now?
We need more strong men.
Later, looking for strong men. Accommodation provided with all-you-can-eat meat. Requirements: good hooking.
What is this? They all look the same.
And so the priest was caught, not even 3 hours later.
Please, Mr. Dragon, just let me go.
No way. You're mine. You're staying nowhere except here.
Sir Ivor, Lord Dragon, we've come to work.
What the? How dare you intrude my castle? Who are you guys even?
My lord, I'm a pro at gardening.
I'm unbeatable in the kitchen.
I love cleaning.
Aren't they here to subjugate me?
Mr. Dragon, I have a weak body and I can't do anything right. If I stay here, I'll only get in your way. These men work well and they're cheap to hire. They're much more reliable than me. They know who we are, but they've promised to keep it to themselves.
I cost less. Just half a gold coin is enough.
My lord, just ask for 1 gold coin per month.
For Sir Ivor, I'll be happy with just a room and food.
I know I'm not worth as much as gold coins, so if you want me to work, I'll work. Maybe you should wait until I perish from overwork to hire them. This way you'll save some money too.
Hiring them isn't a problem, but only on one condition. If you run away again, I will kill them all.
Of course, I won't do it again. But, Mr. Dragon, could you pick me up in a different way?
You're so troublesome.
Is this any different? Since no other man interests me, I have no choice but to persist until he gives me what I want. If the church recalls the Knight of the Divine Sword, even the dragon might not be enough to protect me. My stomach is churning. I ate too much earlier.
Large jewels any of this quality are rare even though I've been digging for 1,000 years, but I still collected a lot. I'm amazing.
He's been spending a lot of time in his human form ever since we moved into this castle. Pity I can't do anything to him though.
Do you have something to say about my jewels?
No, I'm just touched. You were willing me to hire those people to share my workload, and you're so nice to me, Mr. Dragon. If you'll have me, I'll be happy to offer myself to you.
Humph, are you so lackadaisical that you'll go for anyone who's available? You were going to run away with that knight that one time too.
That was because I thought you wanted me to leave, so I had to find somewhere to stay, right? I swear I've never slept with anyone before. You, Mr. Dragon, are my first and one true love, so I'd like you to also be my first.
You're human and I'm a dragon, it's impossible for us.
But aren't you in your human form now? What's impossible about that?
It's just impossible. Stop asking about it.
I thought you'd be different from humans. No one's willing to do anything for fear of committing blasphemy since I used to be a priest. I thought you'd be different, but you're all the same. Cowards.
Ha. Who are you calling a coward?
I'll just have to live my life like this. Not only am I being persecuted by the church, I have to stay here where I'm hated by the person I love.
When have I said I hated you?
I'll leave, I don't want to bother you anymore.
Hey, stop crying already. I don't hate you. I'm just not sure if you could handle it. Mortal bodies aren't built to receive a dragon's essence.
So, what you're saying is, it's not because you dislike me. Then it'll be fine if I'm the top.
Get out of here.
I won't be exposed to his semen as long as I put something on him, but that won't get the holy water to determine me as impure. Does it really matter who's the top? I don't think such a little compromise will hurt anything.
After that, Ivor stopped harrying Dragon and threw himself into shopping.
Next.
Dragon continued mining for gold and gems as usual. Everyone in the castle carried out their duties. Peace finally came to the castle.
I haven't found a ruby this big in a long time. Ivor loves this thing the most. Why isn't he here today?
There are so few records of dragons. What we have here is plenty of dragon-killing magic.
Dragon saliva has great healing power. Applying it to wounds can promote healing, and consuming it can strengthen the body and even provide invulnerability to attacks or poisons.
Then if I keep kissing Dragon while doing it, the power of his semen might be offset. But it's still risky. I just want to lose my virginity, not ruin my body.
Ivor, come out. I got a rare, Sig ruby today. This is the biggest ruby I've found in 10 years. It's incredibly vibrant and transparent.
Yeah. What else can I do for you? I've got many books to read.
This is your last chance to take a look at it.
Wow. Really? You're the best. Mr. Dragon. Where's this big ruby? I'm dying to see it.
Well, you ignorant human. Since you want to see it so badly.
This is.
Humph, you've never seen one before. Have you? It's mine. I will never give it to you.
Got it.
Changing magic stone. It can randomly unlock any magic skills. Creatures of any race can use it. Rarity.
Mr. Dragon, may I keep this ruby for appreciation for a few days? I won't take it out.
Tell me the truth, why have you been burying yourself in these magic books lately? What are you up to exactly?
He must have misunderstood me. I reckon he won't believe me if I tell him I'm studying this stuff just to make out with him.
Dragon's weakness. How to eat dragons after killing them. Dragon killing magic.
Mr. Dragon, you're undoubtedly powerful, but you may be underestimating the power of humans and devils. I was concerned that the church would come after me, so I preemptively drove away many powerful human knights from here. But if they manage to unlock their magical skills and return, even you might not be able to protect me.
You think I'll be defeated by them?
No, I just don't want to be a burden to you. If a formidable enemy comes our way one day, I'll leave this place. That's why I need to learn some skills to defend myself.
He still hasn't given up on leaving. Whatever you want. Anyway, a dragon and a human can't be together forever. Ivor borrowed 13 gems from me and hasn't returned them to me. He's been holed up in his room all day, so it's unlikely he lost them. But ever since I brought him back from the run, all he wants from me is gems and nothing else. Could it be that he found another man he loves during his escape and lost interest in me? So now he's trying to make off with my gems? Open the door, Ivor. I need to talk to you. Why is it so quiet inside? Did he escape through the window?
Taking this magic stone will enable me to unlock magic skills. Once I become stronger, I won't fear the church anymore, even without Dragon's help. What? What's happening?
Human, your body is too weak to withstand such powerful magic, so it has been destroyed by magic, and you can never be human again.
Boo-hoo, how can this be? I haven't slept with Dragon yet. I don't want to die.
Ivor. He didn't escape. Geez, he's dead to the world. Not even that noise could wake him up. Hey, wake up. Wake up, Ivor. His face is burning. How can a human possibly have a higher body temperature than me? Is he sick? I'll soak him in cold water. Oh, you're awake. You're feeling hot, right? I'll put you in cold water.
Dragon's saliva has great healing power. Consuming it can strengthen the body. Ugh, my head hurts. I feel terrible. Give me your saliva, and heal me.
Ivor? Wake up.
I need some sleep.
The heat faded from his face. Looks like he's fine now. What has he been up to lately? Why did he suddenly fall ill?
Heptagram ruby, 80% chance to increase vitality, plus pentagram sapphire, 70% chance to increase defense, plus tetragram emerald, reduce 50% damage. Take dragon semen and test if it's safe. Ask Mr. Dragon for kisses and lose my virginity.
So he studies these magic stones just to make out with me? To strengthen his body, he even consumed those stones? I didn't expect him to. Work hard to practice my magic and penetrate into the devils. Resell the gems to raise money and recruit followers. Instigate the royal knights to overthrow the Sarma church. Ascend the throne and build a harem. He's just trying to lose virginity here and run away with my gems. I shouldn't have expected anything from humans. He's a greedy and lustful human who only lives for a few decades. With dozens of things he wants to pursue, how could he possibly be willing to just stay here with me forever?
Lord Ivor, your dinner is here. I seized the opportunity to deliver food to Lord Ivor today. You're here too, Mr. Dragon.
He's still asleep. I'll take this.
Okay. Why is Lord Ivor sleeping at this time? Did he stay up all night again?
He only stays here out of disgust with the church. When he's able to protect himself, I won't have to keep him here anymore. You're awake?
Mr. Dragon?
This is goat's milk. Take it.
Thank you.
He seems a bit off. Is he shy?
Mr. Dragon, what's on your mind?
I'll grant you one wish. Think of it as your reward for building my house and getting me servants. And then you may leave.
Hey, little fellow, where are your parents?
Do you have anything to eat? Looks like you got separated from your parents. It's dangerous for an unsuspecting kid like you to wander around in the middle of nowhere. I've been living alone here for a long time. Since no one talks to me, I can only talk to the plants. Alas, if only you could speak. By the way, what kind of creature are you? I've never seen one like you before. You must be intelligent, right? Maybe I can teach you to talk for real.
8 years later.
Dragon, I'm going on a long trip. Just stay here and read these books. I'll be back when you finish reading these books.
Why hasn't James returned yet? James! James!
Alas, why didn't Knight James accept the medal back then? What's so great about living a secluded life and dying in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah, if we hadn't happened to pass by, his body would just have decomposed in the wilderness.
James!
What's that?
It's a monster.
Wake up, boo-hoo. I've read all the books, James.
Everybody, run for your lives. There's a monster in the forest.
That monster breathes fire. It'll burn this place down.
Later, I followed James's wish and tried to understand the human race. Some humans bully the weak. Some humans are just cowards.
It's the evil dragon.
Run.
Finally, I realized that living alone was better than being with humans. To fight off boredom, I spent most of my time sleeping and digging for gems. Until that day, a human broke into my cave. If it weren't for that kid, I wouldn't have met Ivor and built myself such a grand castle, but this is just a fleeting encounter. Unlike my gold and gems, a human can never be with me forever.
It's the first time I've seen him like this. He seems angry. I consumed 3 of his gems. Did he find out and want to drive me away? But maybe it isn't angry. After all, he's going to grant me one wish. Then I hope you can help me lose my...
No. I want you to stay alive.
I knew he would reject my request, so I've got other plans. If I turn this anti-church heroic adventure story into a picture book, it'll be a huge hit.
Grow, grow. My vegetable, I love eating vegetables.
Your Highness, I have news from Knight Ron.
So, does the dragon know he's got the wrong person?
Knight Ron said Father Ivor is willing to stay there in your stead, so he refused to come back with him.
Then did that evil dragon do anything to him? According to Knight Ron, that dragon is very stingy, so I'm afraid Father Ivor can't be well fed or clothed.
Boo-hoo, Lord Dragon, please give me something to eat.
I didn't expect Father Ivor to sacrifice himself for me. Anna, ask Knight Ron to deliver these vegetables to Father Ivor. Consider it my gift to him as a token of gratitude. My vegetables are absolutely delicious and nutritious.
Okay, I'm on it.
That's the whole story. Evil dragon. I heard you moved. Where's your new house? Where's Father Ivor?
The royal family is so tight-fisted. There's not a single gold coin in their gift. Looks like even if I had taken the real princess away, I could never get a gold mountain from them. No comment.
You bastard dragon. Where the hell did you hide Lord Ivor?
These cabbages can last us for a long time.
Why did Mr. Dragon bring back so many vegetables? Doesn't he feed on meat only? Ahem, I really don't know what's on his mind. Before, he caught me when I was running away, but now he actually wants me to leave. Could it be that I've been spending too much lately?
This is for you.
Mr. Dragon, you sure you're willing to give me your gold?
You want to achieve your ambition, don't you? Take this money as your startup fund.
What?
You wrote down everything you wanted to do in there.
I did have worked out the story outline, but it'll be a tough task to turn it into a picture book. I've taken 3 changing magic stones, but all I got is some water or wind magic, which can only help me slack off on some trivial matters.
What?
Mr. Dragon, actually, this story is for you.
Story?
To tell you the truth, I've dreamed of becoming a best-selling picture book writer since I was a child. But unfortunately, I belong to the church, so there are many subjects I can't work on. Although I can draw whatever I want now, compiling so many stories into one book is a huge undertaking for a human. So I need your help to make this dream come true.
You mean the plans in your notes are just an outline of a story you wrote for me?
In my mind, only you can accomplish these great causes. My hero can only be you.
Then what do you want me to do specially? Looks like I got him wrong.
This story is full of cool battle scenes. You're a brave warrior, so you must be very good at depicting such scenes, right?
You want me to draw the battles between dragons and humans?
Hold on. This isn't a non-fiction book, so we don't have to stick to reality. You need to change your appearance in the story. And your name too.
My name is Dragon, so the guy I'm gonna draw can't be called that.
Mr. Dragon, there are so many dragons in the world, so why don't you give yourself a unique name?
You look like a dragon, little guy. Then your name will be Dragon.
How about Talon? Do you like it?
Talon?
Yeah, that's the coolest name I can think of. No, maybe only a very limited number of people are into battle scenes. I gotta add some other sparkle to my book.
Talon, my new name.
Add some erotic scenes to it.
Come to buy this beautiful picture book with rich content. Buy one and get one free. It's only priced at 1 silver coin. Just 1 silver coin.
Welcome to read the sample.
Please come and have a look.
I like this one.
This story looks amazing. I even want to be the hero in it.
How about we split the cost, and I'll get the freebie?
Deal.
Everyone, please line up.
Group purchase is allowed.
Lord Ivor. Mr. Dragon, your dinner is here.
Come in.
Lord Ivor, Eric and the others sold out all the picture books. And there are still many people who want them.
Mr. Dragon, your picture book is a real hit.
Take down the Sarma Church and liberate all mankind. Why should a dragon save mankind?
Talon. Our work is so popular. I want to print some more and sell them all over the country. So, can I get another 1,000 gold coins? I need the money for printing and hiring.
No.
Look, it took us 7 days to finish the picture book, and we sold 1,000 copies. After printing costs, we made 800 silver coins.
Then how many gold coins can I get for those 800 silver coins?
About 10.
We only made 10 gold coins in 7 days. Then why don't I just go mining?
But we can make more if we print 10,000 more copies and hire more people to sell them in other cities.
Then give me back my 100 gold coins first.
The idea is to use that book to expose the corrupt nature of the church while making some money, so of course I want it to be as widespread as possible. But it'll certainly be stopped by the church, so I'll have to make it as fast as possible. I can multiply the gold coins 10-fold or even 100-fold by investing them. Selling picture books can't make much money, so that can't convince him to give me a lot of money to do it. Mr. Burton's industry is flourishing now. So we can definitely double our capital by investing in it now. It's just that it needs at least 1.000 gold coins.
Then why don't all humans invest in it? There's no need to work anymore.
You might not know how severe class solidification is in human society now. Money flows to the rich, while the poor are completely shut out of opportunities.
Then how long will it take to get my gold coins back?
7 days only. If nothing goes wrong, we'll make 2,000 gold coins.
Fine.
Thanks for your generous investment.
That's so outrageous. Who's the author of these picture books? They actually incite the evil dragon against royal knights and the church?
My people have discovered that it's Ivor's doing. After being taken by the dragon, he not only refused to leave, but also conspired with the dragon.
How did that child become so rebellious?
I can't believe we raised such an ungrateful bastard. Why do we have to suffer this?
This matter must be taken seriously. Dispatch a team to locate the dragon's residence. Bring back Divine Sword Knight to eliminate the evil dragon and the traitor, Ivor.
Bishop, I heard that Divine Sword Knight has gone to fight the Devil King. Will he?
What? The Devil King is an important ally of ours. If Divine Sword Knight discovers, no, we can no longer rely on him. Let's ask the Devil King for some mercenaries.
Expensive clothing store.
Mr. Burton, the jewelry here is too expensive for ordinary people.
Yeah, I know. But it's unavoidable. Gems are rare, and the processing takes a lot of time.
But how can such an expensive product be of such poor quality?
The product was in perfect condition when we handed it over to you. Could it have been damaged by your own rough handling?
What do you say we work together? I'll provide you with the raw materials and you'll handle the processing.
The quality is not bad, but I charge a lot for processing. How do you plan to price the products?
How much does polishing and cutting cost?
Polishing processing costs 1 silver coin, and cutting processing costs 5 times as much. To make such a piece of jewelry, the processing fee alone will be 2 or 3 gold coins. There's no way ordinary people can afford them.
Mr. Dragon's been digging for gems for thousands of years and only cherry-picked the best ones for his collection. Maybe I can use the rest of them for processing. Only by making these materials into something affordable for ordinary people can I sell them all out. I gotta figure out a way to bring the processing fee down. The 3 changing magic stones I've taken only bring me some water or wind magic with little power. None of them can be used for gem processing. The blue changing magic stone can get me more powerful magic, but it's also very risky. Last time, when I took 3 of them at once for research, it almost made me collapse. Maybe it's fine to just take one, whatever. I'll take a chance.
Ivor, I found another sapphire today. Ivor. What happened? Why are you freezing? Did he swallow some strange magic stones again? I need to do something, or he'll freeze to death. I don't want to lose anyone again. Dragon's blood can transform a person. Maybe it can help him disable that magic. When the dragon's blood enters a human's body, it breaks their bones. And when bones are reattached, unpredictable changes will occur in the body structure. But as long as it can keep him alive.
Talon.
Great.
What's going on?
With those injuries, the Devil King won't be able to catch up with us so soon. Take a rest here. I'll come back for you once I've finished off the Devil King. Looks like it's also dangerous to leave you here alone. Then I'll wait until you wake up. But then again, how did the sacred messenger end up with the Devil King?
I feel like my bones are broken.
Damn. There's still some dragon's blood in the water.
No. I will fall apart.
Just hang on, okay? It'll heal soon.
Mr. Talon, I'm all wet. It feels awful.
Are you okay? I'll go get you some clothes.
Could you clean me up first? My elbows are killing me.
His skin is still smooth and fair. I don't think it needs washing.
The water is clear again. So I've absorbed all the dragon's blood? I heard that dragon's blood can transform a person. I didn't expect him to use such a precious thing to save me. He's saved me twice already.
Hey, wake up. Why did you remove my helmet?
In imagination. Not food.
Hungry.
That's all I've left. Hey, I'm not food. It's here. In my hands.
Thirsty.
Is this guy born with a poker face? I'll take you to the human village and buy you some food there. He fell asleep again. You're awake?
Who are you?
Me? I'm Divine Sword Knight.
Divine Sword Knight? Were you sent here by the church?
I'm here to fight the Devil King, and when I saw you locked up there, I brought you out. Did you forget all that?
Don't come over. Put your clothes on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The church is in cahoots with the Devil King, so if this guy is really here to fight the Devil King, he can't be associated with the church. My memory has been so hazy ever since the church gave me to the Devil King. And as soon as I regained consciousness, the Devil King drained my energy. I wonder how Ivor is now. If he's made the sacred messenger too, he'll either be sold to rich guys or to the Devil King.
300 years ago, the Archbishop of the Sarma Church seized control of imperial power with his army, becoming the supreme ruler of the Sarma continent. The Sarma Church amassed a devoted following through preaching, brainwashing, and selecting attractive clergy as the sacred messengers. To solidify their power and status, the Sarma Church executed the sacred messengers, but they actually sent them to the Devil King so he could absorb their life force. This reduced the sacred messengers to tools for the church to obtain military assistance from the Devil King, forming a formidable, sacred knight army. While the Sarma Church grew stronger through coercion and bribery, the royal family faced increasing financial difficulties. As a result, the royal knights were poorly compensated and their numbers dwindled. But Divine Sword Knight is an exception. He's said to be crazy about martial arts and is not bound by the church or the royal family.
Maybe I can ask him to help me save Ivor.
Ivor, why are you hot and shivery?
Dragon's blood can neutralize magic. Perhaps it's because your blood is reacting to the magic stones.
I'm confiscating all your gems. No more swallowing magic stones.
But
I said no. This is non-negotiable.
Can you lie down?
What?
I promise I'll never take magic stones without your knowledge again.
I don't think you can keep your promise.
Then if I break it, I'll remain as a virgin forever.
You haven't fully recovered. Just lie back and don't move. You're asleep already? I was just trying to heal you.
Heal? Then you should kiss here.
Oh, sorry. Dragon semen possesses highly positive energy, and only dragons are immune to its burning effects.
I don't think it's as scary as you say. See? It's all healed.
It's all thanks to my blood and saliva, otherwise, your hand would have been destroyed.
Then I need more kisses to get my body used to you.
Don't you think it's dangerous?
For you, I have no fear of danger.
You're quite the daredevil, aren't you?
That's because I love you. I wouldn't do such a thing for anyone else.
Really?
Yeah. Seldom have I been this honest.
Bishop, this is the son of my late brother. Do you think he's suitable?
He's pretty good looking. I'll give you 3 gold coins.
Thank you so much.
Father. The food is over there. Go get yourself some.
I'm late. There's no food left. You're such a nice person. I'm Ivor. I just got here today. What's your name?
Eli. How did you get here? What an innocent kid. Judging by that silly smile on his face. He must have been deceived into coming here.
The people at the orphanage always made us work but didn't feed us. And one day, the bishop came to pick a priest. He said I could have a better life here. So here I come.
I don't think you can get what you want here.
Why? Here, no one beats me, and they even tell me I'm pretty.
You'll understand when you grow up. None of them are good people.
Then why would you come here?
I was sold here by my aunt.
Sold? But I came here myself. Can I get the money myself?
That's not possible. You fool. Why would they give bait to a fish that's already hooked?
Ouch.
When you grow up, they'll sell you to those sleazy rich farts who will do whatever they want with you.
Then I gotta figure out a way to leave here. But I'll starve to death if I really do.
Actually, it won't be that bad if you're not chosen to be the sacred messenger.
In later days, to avoid being chosen as the sacred messenger, I tried to save up money to bribe the bishop. But all the money I gave that greedy bastard couldn't satisfy him. 3 years ago, I was made the sacred messenger. I tried to use my position to brainwash the followers and expose the true colors of the church. But my actions were soon discovered by the church, and they sentenced me to death for defection. But I was actually sent to the Devil King so he could absorb my life force. When a person is drained of life force by the Devil King and loses consciousness, it takes them a year to recover. The Devil King has therefore raised many people, most of whom are sacred messengers who were executed by the church. Just when the Devil King was about to absorb my life force again, you showed up.
I didn't expect the Sarma church to be such a hellhole. Luckily, I arrived in time, otherwise, you would have been an expressionless and lifeless puppet for the next year.
People whose life force is drained can only perform basic life-sustaining activities by instinct. It's true that they have no thoughts or emotions.
I'll go fight the Devil King right away and save other humans from him.
Wait! Could you please save my friend Ivor first? He's in more danger than anyone else captured by the Devil King, if the church has sold him to those disgusting old perverts.
I see. I'm going to your friend right now.
Expensive clothing store.
The finished product looks fine, but wouldn't it cost a lot of money to sand, polish, and punch each bead?
I use a machine to cut and polish, which saves a lot of labor. These are the samples I made. I'll design and fabricate, and you'll sell, but the prices will be determined by me. What do you say?
Sure. I'll just take a cut. I don't have to stock up anyway. Can I have an address for my people to pick up the goods?
No need. I'll have someone send them over.
So he's here to meet this guy. I shouldn't have come to pick him up. I don't know what he's been up to, but he's either going out or staying in the study. He doesn't come to me at all.
Talon, what are you doing here?
Just passing by.
Why do you look upset?
Why don't you save your time for those humans? I'm just a boring dragon who only knows how to dig for gems anyway.
Come on, let me explain my business vision to you.
Don't talk to me. I don't want to hear you.
Please take a look, lady. You can get a free picture book now.
The Shameless and Decadent Life of Father Ivor and the Evil Dragon. Very thrilling, includes a map of the evil dragon's location.
You know why I'm here today. Our Lord, the Devil King, is furious now. The Divine Sword Knight broke into the Devil Castle, not only taking away the most beautiful messenger, Eli, but also injuring our Lord.
Please calm down. Your Lordship. The Divine Sword Knight is a total loose cannon as well as the strongest human in the Sarma continent. There's no way we can stop him.
I know how useless you are. But at least be cautious when selecting the sacred messenger, will you? Old and unattractive folks like you have long been excluded from our choices. But young and beautiful sacred messengers still haven't been presented to us.
Your Lordship. How do you like this one?
Oh, he looks good in the picture. Does he look equally beautiful in person?
He's our upcoming sacred messenger, but he recently escaped with the evil dragon.
Run away with the evil dragon?
Our people have discovered where the dragon resides and made a picture book of what they have done. Please have a look. I assure you that this messenger is no less impressive than Eli, and the Devil King will surely be pleased with him. It's just that we aren't a match for the evil dragon.
I'll go to him.
I'm sure it'll be a walk in the park for you to subdue the evil dragon.
Humph, there isn't even a barrier here. I entered without breaking a sweat. Got him.
The great dragon with black flame. Grant me power.
Secretly practicing magic.
Burning spell. What's that noise? Who are you?
Ha, it seems the portrait truly captures your beauty. You won't even be overshadowed by Eli.
Eli is still alive.
Oh, you know him?
Where is he now? What have you done to him?
He's in the Devil Castle now. Would you like to see him?
So the legend of the dragon is true. And Ivor is with the dragon now. I can't believe the church went as far as making a picture book just to discredit Ivor. They're the ones without shame.
Calm down.
Hey look, that man is the spitting image of the sacred messenger from 3 years ago.
Oh yes, I think so too.
Excuse me, are you?
Sorry, but I won't introduce him to you.
Oh, so you two are. My apologies. Please forgive my rudeness.
Isn't Eli already dead? Maybe this guy just resembles Eli.
Wait, let me find something to cover your face. Look up. Alright, let's head to the dragon's place.
Where did Ivor go?
Mr. Dragon, Lord Ivor hid a note in the hedgerow.
Devil Castle? Where is it?
Dear Talon, I was taken to the Devil Castle.
Hello? Is any dragon here? Is any dragon here?
He's so loud. It's really a dragon.
Eli, I encountered a dragon today. He has a mountain of gold. I climbed onto his claw and told him the story of the brave warrior fighting the dragon.
What nonsense are you talking about? Just go to sleep.
I really encountered a dragon.
Was he the dragon Ivor saw when he was a child? Mr. Dragon, I'm Ivor's friend. May I see him?
Ivor is in the Devil Castle. Who are you two?
Devil Castle? You sold him to the Devil King?
Of course not. I'm just on my way to save him.
Devil Castle.
We'll provide a comfortable life for all the human messengers sent here. Here, you can enjoy delicacies without working.
This is exactly the life I want. Wait, are you calling this delicacies? Why do they all look like they lost themselves? Where's Eli?
You two are pretty close, aren't you? With you here. I'm sure Eli will come back sooner or later.
It's so rare, I was actually injured by a human.
My lord, this is the new messenger I found for you. Please have a look.
Put him down.
Yes.
Isn't he a human? Then why can he use magic? Are you pretending to be asleep?
The Devil King is perceptive indeed. I can't believe you saw through it. We humans only have a weak king who has long been oppressed by the church, so we're really in need of a king as powerful as you. It truly astonishes me that the church actually sent all the executed, sacred messengers here. But it seems Eli managed to escape. If the Devil King and the church get into a fight, we'll have half as many enemies. So how about working with me, your lordship?
Ivor in the Devil King's eyes, face blindness and social phobia.
Don't talk to me.
Your lordship.
Shut up. I hate talking to any living thing. This human is such a chatterbox. How come he has so much life force?
Ivor.
Who's it?
Give Ivor back to me.
A dragon? What's a dragon doing here? What? Why didn't my defensive magic work on him? Even my attacking magic. It hurts so much.
Wake up. Ivor. What the hell did you do to him?
The Devil King drained his life force. It'll take him a year to recover. I'm sorry, Ivor, for being late.
Make him normal. Or I'll kill you.
I don't know how to return the life force. I've never done anything like this.
I guess the life force will come out itself if you're crushed.
No. I'll try. I hate humans, dragons, and everything that talks. What rotten luck to meet these guys.
I'm coming to save you. My lord. My lord.
Claude. Claude, do you know how to return the life force?
I didn't expect this little beauty to have such a strong background. My lord got injured because of my carelessness. You can heal him with your healing magic, my lord.
That's all.
Ivor, are you feeling better?
Talon, I thought I would never see you again.
It's all right now. It's so good to see you. Ivor.
Eli.
We finally meet.
Eli, you're still alive.
I don't want to eat this, but I need it for energy. Claude, I need to replenish my life force.
My lord. Please give me some time, and I promise I'll restock as soon as possible. Great. My lord finally accepted the food I made for him.
It's been 300 years. Can I have something new?
My lord, women are not an option. They're not something you can handle. What I've always presented you with are human men of high quality. All of them are carefully selected.
Claude, what makes the divine sword knight and dragon unbeatable exactly? What is the source of their power? I can understand that dragons are strong because they were born that way, but what about the divine sword knight?
Because he's not an ordinary human. He's a mutant.
Mutant? Can I become one too? How?
It's a matter of probability. My lord. You can become one as long as you live long enough.
But I've lived for 300 years already. Isn't that enough?
Please don't be upset. My lord. I promise I'll figure out a way.
But I may have been wiped out by a more powerful race before then. It's such a scary world out there.
My lord. My lord, the world isn't as scary as you think. I think it wouldn't hurt for you to leave the Devil Castle and explore what's out there. You've been beaten twice in a row, and your life force stock was looted right under your nose. Can you really accept that?
There are so many of them. They might consume tons of meat every day.
Talon, they've been declared dead by the church. Let's just do them a favor and take them in for now, okay?
So troublesome.
Eli, I only see young sacred messengers here. Where are the elder ones?
Sacred messengers over 40 were banished from the Devil Castle. They were left to fend for themselves on the magic continent.
Humph, even the Devil King would free them one day. But the church only sees them as commodities and squeezes them dry.
Ivor, as long as the church exists, we can't have a secure life.
I have a plan for this.
Dragon, no, Mr. Talon. Oh, I'm Gino. It truly amazes me that the legendary evil dragon was kind enough to take in so many humans, while the supposedly benevolent church is actually a group of scoundrels. I feel like we could be friends.
Is he trying to challenge me in strength?
The strongest human knight and dragon are aligned.
He doesn't seem hostile. But, he must be weaker than me.
Whoa. You want to arm wrestle?
Ivor, what's your relationship with him?
He's nice. Very nice to me.
You have to know that a dragon and a human can't be together forever, Ivor. When your beautiful blonde hair turns gray and your lovely face is gone, he'll still be young and handsome. Do you really think he'll still like you that much then?
Eli, I don't want to forego the potential happiness I have now because of an uncertain future. Being young and beautiful is our advantage. So let's make the most of it while we still can benefit from it.
But if you truly fall in love with him, you'll only end up heartbroken.
I'll leave before that happens. I've never let myself suffer in my life, so don't worry.
Excuse me, how much do these tomatoes cost each?
Just 1 copper coin, miss.
So expensive.
The tomato crop is too low this year, so we have to raise the price to make ends meet.
You can try using these seeds instead, ma'am. They'll yield a lot of tomatoes.
No, I need copper coins at the moment. I don't know if these seeds are really as good as you say, so I don't dare to vacate the land to plant them.
Just think of it as an experiment for me. Please accept this silver coin as your reward.
Okay. No problem.
Make sure to plant these seeds in your field. I'll come to visit you when I have some.
Sure.
Appalling. Look what the wicked church is doing to our sacred messengers.
Take down the wicked church and free all mankind.
Aren't they the sacrificed sacred messengers?
Yeah, how did they end up here?
Let's go and take a look.
They dare to openly oppose the church. Who are they?
Your Highness. They're Mr. Ivor's servants.
In order to please the Devil King, the church executed the sacred messengers under trumped-up charges or sacrificed them, claiming they were called by God. But they actually sent the messengers to the Devil King so he could absorb their life force. Dragon defeated the Devil King and freed all of the sacred messengers in the Devil Castle. If Dragon has truly defeated the Devil King, it means the church has lost its support, and we won't have to be bound by them anymore. Anna, do you know where Mr. Ivor?
The church is outrageous. Go for it, Mr. Ivor and Mr. Dragon. Wipe them all out. Your Highness, this map will take us to Dragon's castle.
Where did you get it?
Someone gave it to me when we were shopping.
The church already knows we're here. Although the Divine Sword Knight is guarding the gate, we still need more men on guard in case the church's allies attack.
Yes, Lord Ivor.
Eli, have you accommodated all of the sacred messengers?
Yes. There are many rooms available. We can still take in more people.
He's still not done yet.
The country and its people need faith, so completely eradicating the Sarma church is not realistic. Then we need to reshuffle the church's leadership and implement institutional reforms. But who will be the new bishop? I don't want such a hard job at all.
He's still up so late. Perhaps it's because human life is so short that they make the most of every second to work. They only have a few decades to live. Which is basically a long nap for me, anyway. As long as he stays here, he can do whatever he wants.
I'm so sleepy. Why do I feel like I still have something to do? Forget it. I'll leave it for tomorrow. I can't fall asleep. I can't control the thoughts racing through my mind. It feels like something is missing.
In the other bedroom.
What are you doing here?
I miss you.
Is he up to something dangerous again? As long as he doesn't touch there.
Sure enough, it feels better sleeping next to you. I'm so sleepy.
He wants to leave me alone after turning me on.
Why is he suddenly so? It feels so good. I'm so sleepy. I'm all over.
I can't believe this jerk fell asleep in such a situation. He's really getting on my nerves. He was begging to do it with me all day, and now he's not interested. Did he get scared about it because he got burned earlier? As long as you're with me, I don't care if we do it or not.
He's hiding his ears and horns.
Claude, I'm hungry.
I'll go get you some human food, my lord. Their food isn't as good as the meals I make for you, but it's our only option now.
Does it taste even worse than your cooking? Can I choose something myself?
Sure. It's over there.
Promotion day.
Go get some for me.
Sure enough, this task is too much for you.
So noisy. I want to go back to my castle.
Are you not feeling well, young man? Even such a handsome boy can stutter?
Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
That's a nice beat. Are you going to sing for me?
He's too hungry to make his magic work.
I'm glad you're all right. Have fun with your fingers.
So that's where Dragon and Father Ivor live. It's quite far. I think we need a carriage. Anna, you go.
Sacred Messenger Raphael. You'll always have our support.
Fine, I'll go find a coachman myself.
What's that fragrance? Why does she look so different from everyone else?
Why do I feel like there's an intense gaze behind me? Why is he still following me? Oh no. This is a dead end.
Give it to me.
I don't have much money with me. I should have brought the royal guards with me. Oh, I forgot that all the guards had quit because we didn't have money to pay them. Don't come over. I said don't come over. So he just wants my tomatoes. Guess he's not as bad a guy as I thought.
She's not mad at me for taking something from her.
The tomatoes gave him enough energy to use magic to heal the wounds on his face.
An aloof and handsome boy. That pushes all the right buttons in me.
I ate all her food. If she gets mad at me, I'll use shush magic too.
Do they taste good?
Where did she get all this good stuff? It's more convenient than absorbing human life force. And they even taste great.
Really? I grew them myself.
Yourself?
Yeah. I also grow a lot of other vegetables. Would you like to try them?
Instead of getting mad at me, she actually offered to share her food with me. She's the only person besides Claude who's ever been so kind to me.
You're the first person who likes my vegetables so much. That really gives me a sense of achievement, so if you don't mind. Where did he go?
Ivor, aren't you going to cover up that thing?
What do you mean? Who should I make the leader? That's a real headache.
Mr. Dragon left that mark on your neck, right?
The church made my relationship with Talon public anyway. Then I'll let the world know that Dragon is friendly to humans.
He doesn't care about humans at all. He just likes you. How long have you two been in a relationship and who started it?
We seem to have skipped a lot of steps. Speaking of which, I don't seem to remember Talon ever telling me how he felt about me. Eli, since when did you start to believe in love and all that stuff?
I don't actually. But I do hope Dragon will always be good to you. That'll save me a lot of trouble.
Don't worry. If he ever gets tired of me, I'll cling to you and spend the rest of my life with you.
I think I'll pass. I don't want to spend my life taking care of lazybones.
I can take care of you too.
You can get some rest. I'll go and discuss with them some more.
You've done talking?
Why haven't you been digging for gems lately, Talon?
You might get taken again while I'm gone, so I have to stay here. You all have to count on me. That knight called Gino can't hold a candle to me.
You already had a fight with him.
He's afraid of fire. That guy is so lame, he doesn't even know how to do that thing with his partner.
Partner?
Yes, your friend. They're both human, so doing that wouldn't hurt either of them, would it?
Eli is seeing the Divine Sword Knight. How come I didn't know it?
He didn't tell you about it? Hey, have you ever held a man in your arms?
Yes. Why?
Will they stay with you forever then? I'm not sure what humans usually do in these situations.
I don't recall us having such a custom. I've done this many times.
Thank you, boy.
Then who's the latest one? I didn't expect him to be a playboy.
Messenger Eli. He was the first man I rescued from the Devil Castle.
So you're both human. Your first time must have happened pretty early, huh?
No, not yet.
What? You two haven't done that either?
No. All I did was carry him to bed, and nothing else.
Could it be that this guy doesn't know how to do it at all? Don't tell me his partner doesn't know how to do it either.
I don't think Eli is gonna make the first move on this. Eli was chosen as a candidate for the Sacred Messenger at the age of 15. During that time, he was often harassed by wealthy and lecherous men who tried to buy him. Eli was one of the most beautiful men in the church, and many people attempted to purchase him, causing the church to place a high price on him. But Eli's unwavering refusal hindered the church from making a fortune, making him a thorn in their side. None of the sacred messengers ever lived past the age of 30. They were sacrificed, put to death on false charges, or committed suicide out of depression. In Eli's second year as the sacred messenger, the church announced that he would be executed for attempting to defect, which was considered against God's will.
Ivor, promise me you'll escape from here. Stay alive, don't follow my path.
Fortunately, Talon came into my life. Without him, I wouldn't have been able to escape from the church, let alone save Eli. Eli despises anyone who has inappropriate intentions towards him. Honestly, I never expected him to enter a relationship.
But doing that thing isn't necessary for a relationship, is it? It's no use trying to force it. Just like us.
Yeah. If only I could be stronger.
How dare you treat our sacred messengers like that?
We demand an explanation.
Only the sacred messengers are the voice of God.
Go back if you don't want to die.
We're God's people. How can you be so rude to us?
The church today goes against God's will.
We will no longer contribute to the church. Our money will only go to the sacred messengers.
If the church loses the people's trust, they won't have the funds to pay us anymore. Even the sacred knight just stands there and does nothing. Looks like the church is doomed.
Since the sacred messengers have all fled, why should we devils continue to assist the Sarma church? I'm dying to return the devil's land.
He was sent here by the Devil King. His true form.
How did those sacred messengers who were sent to the Devil King return to the Sarma continent? Now they're even trying to tarnish our reputation.
The Sarma church needs a reshuffle. The sacred messengers are the only ones who can truly represent the voice of God.
Your Eminence, the people led by Ivor and Eli are all under 40.
I don't think someone as lazy as Ivor would take the lead. And with Dragon protecting him, it's becoming difficult for us to make a move against him. But Eli is different. I know how to deal with him. I've killed him once before, and now I'm going to finish him off for good. His death this time will be even more agonizing. Open the gate and tell the people we're going to make peace with the sacred messengers. If they can pass the test of holy water, I'm willing to step down as bishop.
I don't think the bishop will step aside so easily. It must be a conspiracy.
Yes, but we still have to attend the peace talk, or the people won't be convinced. The church must think our bodies have been defiled by the Devil King. Then I'll go. I'm still a virgin.
Me too.
No, you'll be there as witnesses. I'll take the holy water test alone. I have to ensure they don't tamper with the holy water.
Eli is so reliable.
Eli has really thought of everything.
But how can I be sure that the holy water they provide is untampered with?
Why did you make this decision without consulting me? I won't agree. Even if someone has to go, it should be me. I possess magical abilities and can see through their tricks.
Please, Ivor, calm down. Everyone is aware of your relationship with Mr. Dragon, so even if you pass the holy water test, they won't be convinced.
But they could temper with the holy water. Furthermore, why should we even take on this challenge? Those old farts themselves might have lost their virginity long ago.
Don't worry. The liquid they prepared can't touch my skin.
You coated yourself with waterproof wax?
Exactly. And with Mr. Gino protecting me, they won't dare to get rough.
I got this.
Then I'll go with you. I can protect you if they use magic against you.
No. You will disappear again. You must stay under my supervision.
They're devil soldiers stationed outside the church. The church keeps some humans in the basement, where the soldiers absorb their life force. I need you to rescue them.
All right.
Don't worry. Victory will be ours.
He hates facing those people, but he conceals it and takes on the last thing he desires to do.
It's been 2 years, but the mere thought of facing those repulsive, despicable scum still turns my stomach.
When this mission is over, I'll get them out of your sight forever.
Don't touch my head like that. I'm not a kid. Calm down. He's just an overly righteous, muscular idiot.
Sorry, I was only trying to ease your nerves. I'll be by your side throughout, so just relax. Okay?
Messenger Eli, please remove your clothes and undergo the holy water test.
What's the point of this holy water test? All these things seem like meaningless shenanigans to me.
Holy water can purify everything, but it can never absolve sinners who have lost their virginity. Such a sinner doesn't deserve to be a member of the Sarma Church, let alone a spokesman for God.
That's total nonsense. If the loss of virginity were truly a sin, there would be no parents in this world, let alone all of you present here.
You, Mr. Knight, are accustomed to a life of fighting and killing, compared to taking lives. Losing one's virginity is indeed insignificant. We respect and understand that you must do this due to your profession, and we hope that you respect and understand our beliefs as well.
It won't work. If they were reasonable people, they wouldn't do so many nasty things. Something went up my nose. Damn! I think they used some kind of colorless, odorless gas on me.
Oh, Messenger Eli. Are you not feeling well?
Isn't this guy worried that the gas might affect others?
Eli, there's something wrong with your water. Stop the test.
We've all confirmed that there's no issue with this water. Check it again if you don't believe us. But the accuracy of the test might be compromised if we miss the scheduled start time.
The test can be conducted on any day. Our priority is to ensure the safety of our representative.
Recheck the holy water.
Yeah.
We're willing to wait until you're ready. We'll also arrange your accommodation so you can check the holy water at any time.
It's like a labyrinth in here. Eli must have spent quite a while drawing this map. No wonder the church was willing to send young Eli to the Devil Castle. He was only one step away from revealing the secret of the place.
Then why didn't he let you know that he was working on this map back then?
Maybe he didn't want to incriminate me. Eli became so cold to me after he was chosen as the sacred messenger that the whole church thought we were at odds. He always shoulders everything alone, believing that if he fails, no one else will be involved, and if he succeeds, everyone will be saved. Just like this time.
But this time he entrusted you with the most important task, didn't he? Victory will be ours as soon as we liberate the humans imprisoned here and expose the true nature of the sacred knights.
I didn't expect you to be so comforting, Talon.
I'm just telling the truth.
Who's there?
Mr. Knight, we've arranged accommodations for you, so there's no need to leave in such a hurry.
We're not safe in your territory.
No. Don't touch me.
Hang in there, Eli. I'll take you to the doctor. We'll be in the carriage in no time, so stay with me, okay?
Carriage, no. Put me down.
The carriage ride would be too bumpy for Eli to have a good rest. Don't worry. We'll bring the doctor here. Just stay here for the night. We have dinner prepared for you.
You all can leave. I need some time alone.
Then rest well. I'll prepare dinner for you. Don't eat anything provided by the church. Stay outside. Do not go in unless you're told to.
Damn it! They gave me an aphrodisiac. It feels awful.
Hey, we meet again, beautiful messenger Eli. I'd love to help you satisfy your desires, but I don't want you to enjoy it.
I can't make a sound.
After all, I'm quite handsome.
Oh, you're drop-dead gorgeous. My lord is sure to be pleased with you.
I've spent 300 years trying to improve my appearance and still haven't earned Lord Claude's praise. He even cooked for you personally, while you, a mere human, received his compliment for being drop-dead gorgeous. Since that day, I've longed to destroy you. I want to taste your life force when you're in despair. It must be delicious.
Gino, where are you? So disgusting. Don't touch me.
Eli. How did you get in?
Divine Sword Knight. He shattered the enchanting spell in no time? Is this guy really a human?
The devils that have been beaten back to their true form.
I never engage in battles I can't win.
Don't kill me. I haven't done anything.
Eli, it's not safe here. I'll take you out.
Gino, is that you?
Yes, It's me. Eli, did they do anything to you?
They drugged me with an aphrodisiac.
Aphrodisiac? I'll go ask them for the antidote.
Do you want more people to see me in this state?
Then what should I do?
Help me relieve it. No, never mind. You can leave now. I'll handle it on my own.
If you're willing to let me help you, I do have a few ideas that might help.
What are they?
Can you lie down first? I'll tuck you in so I can't see anything.
Okay. His fingers are so cold. Don't look at me.
I'm not sure where to touch you to bring you pleasure, so I'll have to rely on your responses. I'm sorry. Don't cry.
Just get it over with.
A master once told me that confronting one's desires is the best way to overcome them. Then I'll get started. I won't stop until your desire subsides. Please be prepared.
Wait. What are you going to do?
He feels good here?
I can't think straight.
His body is so sensitive. That was a close one.
Where's Gino?
I was wondering why you seemed to enjoy it so much last night. Turns out you took them as your little boyfriend. You don't think they only use their hands, do you? Now, do you still think someone like you can be the sacred messenger?
Wake up, Eli. Eli.
Gino, was it you last night?
Yes, it's me.
Those people.
I drove them away and they can never come back again.
It was really you last night, not them, right?
Yes, I swear. Did you have a nightmare?
I don't think I'm qualified to represent the sacred messengers now.
I only used my hands. So it won't affect the holy water test, I suppose.
But my heart isn't pure anymore. I really enjoyed what he did to me. But I have to pretend I don't know anything about. I don't want to act like that. I'm already sick and tired of all those people chasing after purity.
So people who work in the church have to ignore their desires? Do we really need such an inhuman church?
No. Those are the rules of the past. And we'll change them when we take over the church.
Then why don't you just follow your own standards?
Yeah. Why do I have to judge myself by their rotten standards? What do you want?
I will take responsibility.
Why should you? You only gave me a massage, okay? That was a massage.
I'm sorry.
Your Eminence, Messenger Eli has been defiled by the Divine Sword Knight.
Are you sure? That man is known to be crazy about martial arts, and as far as I know, he's still a virgin.
Yes, we saw it. No, we heard it with our own ears. Wait! What are you doing? No! Don't touch there.
They did it, right?
Yeah, I think so. Let's go back and report it to the bishop.
Good. This will also ruin Divine Sword Knight's reputation. We get to kill two birds with one stone.
Now that we got the job done, can we have some life force?
The Divine Sword Knight caused us serious injuries, and it took too much of our energy to cure them with the healing magic. We can't even maintain our human form now.
You can have 2 humans in the basement.
Thank you, Your Eminence.
Your Eminence. Dragon took away all the humans in the basement.
Bastard. You can't even guard a mere basement? Why should I keep losers like you?
It's your fault. The last thing you should be doing is messing with that dragon. Now you've lost all the humans you promised us, yet you're pointing a finger at us?
We're just hired by you like those mercenaries. Don't you ever take us for your slaves.
Since you can't provide us with any humans, just make it up to us with yourself.
What are you doing? Guards. They're rebelling.
Mr. Dragon, Mr. Ivor, let's make a deal.
Since we're able to fight all the way here, I don't see the point in making a deal with you.
Mr. Dragon, I'm afraid force alone cannot make humans truly submit to you. Your invincibility will only make them more afraid of you. So how about working with us demons? We can make you the new god, worshipped by the whole world.
I'm sorry, but my Talon is already a being beyond the gods.
What's going on in there?
Bishop Brell suddenly went into dementia, and there's a dragon and devils.
What? Let me in. I want to have a look.
Hey, don't push.
Bishop Brell kept us devils here and forced us to absorb humans' life force. So I have to say he brought this upon himself.
No, you guys are colluding with the church. I've seen people drained of life force. They looked exactly like him. There are 128 people kept in the basement. If it weren't for Mr. Dragon, they could never return to the surface again.
So he's the legendary dragon. He looks handsome in human form.
Yeah, he looks even better than in the picture book.
When we were in the Devil Castle, we were rarely conscious because the devils would drain every last drop of our life force.
In order to maintain this partnership, the church sends sacred messengers to the Devil continent every year. They're all victims.
The church exiled the condemned sacred messengers to our continent, but our great king took them in with kindness. If we ever abused them, how could they still have such fair skin and beautiful bodies? We have never done anything improper to them, and even to this day, they remain pure.
So the devils are actually victims.
Yeah, they don't seem like evil guys.
We're just victims with no choice. The church made us work for them, and every task they gave us cost us a great deal of magic. It made us unable to maintain our human form, and they would beat us for it.
You think you didn't abuse us? Sure, you gave us food, but you also kept us as prisoners. When we're deprived of our freedom, we're no better than the living dead.
Since freedom matters a lot to you, Mr. Eli, you must hate being a sacred messenger, right? But if Bishop Brell hadn't drugged you, you would have never made it with the Divine Sword Knight.
Drugged? Did Lord Eli lose his virginity?
The Divine Sword Knight defiled our sacred messenger. That's so outrageous.
A bunch of gullible idiots. Why the hell do you guys care so much about virginity? Fine, the holy water test will tell you everything.
I'm sorry, but the holy water test is nothing but a scam. With the help of our magic, the church can make anyone fail the test, and afterward, they'll make the test results come true.
Come true. They've done even more vile things than I thought.
So what's so important about virginity? God needs upright people to serve him, but one's integrity isn't determined by their love life. This guy has no love life at all, but do you think he's an upright person? You all know my relationship with Mr. Dragon, but do you think we're bad guys? Then there's no problem now. Both the Divine Sword Knight and Messenger Eli are loyal and kind people, so what's wrong with two good people being together?
Yes, I can accept it if it's the Divine Sword Knight. I heard he's a helpful person. And he's the strongest warrior on the Sarma continent. I'm sure he can protect us well.
He actually convinced them. He sure has a way with words. No wonder he could tame Dragon and wrap him around his little finger. I shouldn't have underestimated him.
I think Lord Eli should take over as bishop and fix the toxic culture of the Sarma Church.
Lord Eli should take over as bishop and fix the toxic culture of the Sarma Church.
Thank you for your trust. Then I'll take some action in my capacity as bishop. First, Bishop Brell will be immediately removed from his position and transferred to the court for sentencing once all charges against him have been gathered. Second, as of today, the selection of sacred messengers is abolished, and all sacred messengers will be set free. Third, all the clergy will face trial, and all the corrupt rules will be rectified.
If Lord Claude hadn't repeatedly told me not to mess with Dragon, I would never have let it go like this.
Lastly, the devils will be sent back, and the Sacred Knight Order will be reorganized.
Eli doesn't want the devils to escape, so he asks Dragon to escort them to the Ophia continent, the Devil King's land.
You think you didn't abuse us? Sure. You gave us food, but you also kept us as prisoners? When we're deprived of our freedom, we're no better than the living dead.
Ivor, When everything is over, will you go back to the church?
If Eli needs my help, I'll be there for him. But as for being the priest, I think I'll pass. I want to be free.
But you won't be free with me. I won't allow you to run around.
But I still want to be with you. It's my freedom.
Then, can I expect something in return when this thing is done?
Of course. What do you want? That's a rare thing. This is the first time Talon's ever asked me for something. Could it be?
The restructured Sarma Church upholds law and discipline, thus acknowledging the authority of the House of Burton. We will be letting go of some clergy members and allocating half of our assets towards constructing orphanages and nursing homes.
Father, will the new bishop relinquish his power and submit to the royal leadership?
She got lost on her way to Dragon's Castle. So she returned.
He said recognize instead of submit. So I don't think he'll relinquish his power. Nevertheless, I can see his sincerity as he's willing to donate half of the assets.
Is money all you care about, dear brother?
As humans, we neither possess magic nor breathe fire, so naturally, we require money to accomplish things.
Bishop Eli has invited the royal family to celebrate the establishment of the new church. Are either of you interested in attending?
I'll go. You can rest at home, Father.
Then I'll go as well.
Hey, you're not there to drum up some business for your expensive industry, right?
It would be nice to establish some cooperation there, but if not, it would also be pleasant to make some friends.
Then just stay at home. I don't want them to think we're a bunch of mercenary people.
Xenia, that's a very unfair accusation.
Then both of you can attend it together. Remember to give my regards to Bishop Eli. Xenia, that's a very unfair accusation.
Father, the heart is on the other side.
I don't care. I don't want to be the king anymore. It's so tiring. Either one of you can take my place. Please. I'm desperate to retire.
It just occurred to me that I haven't watered my crops yet. I must go.
Oh, I'm meeting an investor today. See you.
Dragon and Mr. Ivor took care of the church even faster than I expected. I'll definitely visit them again. With a more reliable coachman, of course. Who's there? Anna, is that you? It's you. What are you doing here?
I took so many of her tomatoes. How many magic stones should I give her?
He followed Xenia all the way here to find out how the tomatoes were grown.
Wow. Is it for me? What's in it? Why do these patterned stones look so much like the ones I'm studying? May I know where you found? He's gone again. I didn't even get to ask his name.
Ophia Continent.
You may get out of the wagon now.
Ivor's headband. It bled off on the road.
How many humans are left on the Ophia continent? You got them all locked up to absorb their life force.
Humans have short lifespans and are difficult to maintain. Magic stones work much better for us.
It's just sour grapes, isn't it?
Then why are you hunting humans anyway?
The long-term exploitation of magic stones has caused environmental damage, leading to fewer and fewer edible plants and animals. But we discovered that humans' life force can also sustain us. That's why we started working with the church.
I recall that magic stones are rare gems. Your huge demand for them would indeed deplete numerous mountains.
Huh. Are there many gems on the Ophia continent?
And high-quality humans were exclusive to the Devil Castle. All we were left with were some low-quality humans. Their faces only make us want to.
High-quality humans and low-quality humans? What are your criteria for that?
Whether they are physically and mentally healthy.
Then what does that have to do with their faces?
It can affect our mood when we eat.
Eli told me that the sacred messengers over 40 had been banished from the Devil Castle and left to fend for themselves. I wonder how they're faring now.
Ivor, I'm going to search for gems. Are you coming?
Then let's head directly to the Devil Castle. They must have piles of gems.
Are we gonna rob them?
No, it's compensation. They must pay for ruining the youth of the sacred messengers. It's all wilderness. I can't see any crops at all. Could it be that the land on Ophia continent is not suitable for farming? Talon, let's go there.
The wheat will be ready for harvest in a couple of days. We'll leave it to you.
No problem. Just remember to make more bread for us. This kind of work takes a lot of our magic.
Excuse me.
It's been a long time, little Ivor.
Dragon. I gotta go. Take care.
Uncle Barrow.
I'm not well off. So that's the best I can offer you.
Oh, you don't have to do that. But thank you.
I heard from the devil inhabitants here about what you did at the church. I'd like to thank you on behalf of all the sacred messengers.
Then just thank Talon. Those bad guys are like fragile ants to him, and that's why our plan worked so well.
So, are you two really in a relationship like that?
How did you get this?
Where's the one I drew?
It's a very popular book on the Sarma continent. Even the devils find it fascinating, so there are many replicas of it. How time flies. You were just a tiny tot, and now you're all grown up.
I heard that sacred messengers over 40 has long left the devil castle. Do they live on this land, too?
Some returned to their hometowns with new names. Some left but eventually came back and settled down here. We found a suitable plot of land here for growing wheat. We make bread out of wheat and exchange it with the devil for necessities. They also help us harvest crops with their magic. This apple is sweet. It tastes good with bread.
You still remember I like sweet food.
I remember that too.
Ha! Why do I feel like there's magic around me? Is it an illusion?
It's getting dark. You two can just crash here for the night. That house is vacant now. I'll clean it up for you later.
Are you the only human here?
Do you know what immortal beings think of us humans? Cats and dogs can live for about 20 years at most, while humans can live for nearly 100 years. For humans, having a pet or two is no problem at all, and they can just get new ones if their pets die.
Hey, what are you getting at?
Talon.
I'm just talking about the person who used to live in that house. A devil once favored him so much that he took him to live in his house.
Even Uncle Barrow isn't optimistic about our relationship. Eli also used to worry that Talon wouldn't cherish me because I'm a human. But I know Talon wouldn't be like that, but I'm feeling a little conflicted right now. I don't want Talon to feel bad when I'm gone, but I also don't want him to fall in love with someone else before I die. If only we could live for the same length of time, I wouldn't have to face the cruel fact that I'd be wrinkled while Talon would still be so young and handsome. What's wrong with me? I used to tell Eli to live in the moment, and here I am, imagining things.
You can't sleep?
Sorry. Did I wake you up?
Don't torture yourself with all that stuff. I'll cherish you for the rest of my life.
Silly. I'm not worrying that you'll hate me, your life is much longer than mine. How long will you feel sad after I'm gone?
The Devil King isn't here.
Then let's leave him a note. This is compensation, right? Let me see, over the past 300 years, 243 sacred messengers have been sent here. So, we'll take 243 gems. Out of those, 64 are still alive. We'll give each of them 1 gem, and the rest will be ours. This is a high-level magic circle pattern. Take more gems with this pattern.
I want beautiful ones. Okay, I'll take these. They're beautiful. Aren't they?
Don't let their beauty blind you. Idiot.
A magic stone's level is only related to its pattern, not its appearance.
This is the last one.
Your Majas. Lord Seth.
Claude.
Your Majesty, where have you been? The dragon brought down the church, and our people were sent back. We may not be able to absorb life force from living humans as much as before.
It's okay, Claude. I found a replacement.
Vegetable? But normal food can only fill the stomach, not replenish magic.
You can have one.
You bought this yourself? For me, you even plucked up the courage to go shopping alone. I'm so moved. What's going on? I feel a lot of magic flowing through me, Your Majesty. Who sold it to you? How much does it cost?
10 magic stones.
10 magic stones? It's daylight robbery. Who would dare do this to our great devil king?
I gave them out myself.
Then how is this vegetable grown?
I don't know.
I should be able to track that guy down by the scent. Okay, I'll go get them right now.
I want to talk.
Your Majesty, you're finally willing to talk to other creatures.
Claude hates women, so there's no way he can get through to her.
Your Majesty, are you sure this is where you met that human?
She seems to be a princess.
The Sarma church is filthy rich, but the royal family is poor as dirt. Even the princess has to grow vegetables to feed herself.
You're not a human. You're a devil.
Hey girl, how do you grow those tomatoes?
Are you here to learn how to grow vegetables?
Oh,
that's a pretty simple wish. Then you guys might not be some bad people.
Bad people? That doesn't even begin to describe us. We're devils.
That's not something to be proud of, is it? Since you want to talk, I need you to answer one question first. Why would you devils absorb humans' life force? Because you don't have enough food?
Hey you, why should we answer your?
Then can you tell me what this stone is and where you found it?
What are you up to? Magic stones only belong to us devils. Don't you ever dare lay your hands on.
In the mountains.
So it's a rare resource, right? What can it do?
Replenish magic.
I heard humans' life force can also replenish magic. What about normal food? Come to think of it, why do they value my tomatoes so much? Could it be that my tomatoes have something to do with magic? Speaking of which, I once used this magic stone as a lime powder to improve the quality of the soil. This way, not only did I harvest more vegetables, but those vegetables were also less prone to pests. So the reason you want my tomatoes is that they can replenish your magic? My guess is right.
He doesn't need me to get his message across?
I can teach you, but on one condition. I want to know everything about this man.
What are you up to, human? Are you trying to seduce His Majesty's Lord Seth?
He's called Seth.
No.
Tell her.
Your Majesty.
We'll just have to tell her a story. It's a much better deal than giving her magic stones.
It all began 300 years ago. A young devil of high status fell in love with a human woman. Despite the objections of his people, the demon married the woman, and they had a mixed-race child. However, due to his impure bloodline, the child had difficulty absorbing magic stones and, to make matters worse, he was a picky eater, causing him to grow slowly. Then, when the child was 3 years old, the human woman was actually caught having an affair with a human messenger. Blinded by anger, the demon accidentally killed her. In an attempt to revive his wife, he delved into the study of dark magic and ended up being consumed by it. His young son ascended to the throne but faced constant hostile stares and insidious plots from his people. During this time, he discovered that human life force could not only sustain him but also provide a quick boost in magic. He was naturally cold and taciturn and hated all talking creatures. Especially humans. They were nothing in his eyes. So, you should feel honored that Lord Seth is willing to speak to an ugly human woman like you.
In Claude's eyes.
Now, enough with the nonsense. Tell us how you grow those tomatoes.
Half-devils have difficulty in absorbing magic stones, huh?
Why is she suddenly getting so close to me?
Let go of Lord Seth.
So as long as we fix this, humans and devils will be able to live in peace, right? It only requires some magic stones to grow vegetables that can restore magic. The real challenge lies in taking care of them. If you can use your magic to assist with the planting, they'll be much more productive. If devils and humans cooperate in production, we may achieve synergy. Then, no one will go hungry anymore. Whether they're humans, devils, or half-devils.
Lord Seth, please don't be fooled by her. Women are cunning creatures. As you can see, she keeps talking about collaboration but she just won't tell us how to grow the tomatoes.
You provide the magic stones, and we'll share our planting techniques. Cooperation is only possible if both sides contribute something.
Then, why want to know me? It has nothing to do with this.
My interest in you and our cooperation are separate matters. Am I being too direct?
What does that mean?
Lord Seth will never show interest in you. Just give up your ridiculous fantasies.
These magic stones are the compensation from the Devil King. Just choose the one you like.
So beautiful.
They can fetch a high price even if they're just ordinary gems. We humans don't have magic, so what use are these stones to us?
Then just keep it as a gem.
Maybe I can give it to Gino. He's helped me so much, but I haven't even properly thanked him.
Stand up straight and use your arms.
Gino.
Eli. The meeting is over already?
The Devil King gave each sacred messenger a magic stone as compensation. I don't need it, so you can have it.
So beautiful. But I don't know how to use it either.
Then just keep it as a gem.
No. It's worth a fortune, isn't it? What a waste to give something so nice to me. Its color suits Eli quite well. Then I'll make it into jewelry for him.
In Gino's house.
I made earrings for you.
Do you know how rare a gem this size is? I can't believe you broke it.
But its total weight hasn't changed, right?
You don't know its value at all?
You don't like them?
I actually kinda like this stone. If I had known he'd give it back to me, I wouldn't have given it to him in the first place. The hook is too thick. I can't put it in.
Expensive clothing store.
Hey, could you make the hooks finer for me? Please?
Wow, that's a stunning blue topaz. Why did you turn it into earrings? I can turn them into rings or something else if you prefer. But I'll need to know the finger sizes.
Finger sizes? Why should I give him a ring? It's not a proposal or anything.
If I may ask, are you planning to give it to someone?
A swordsman. Can you make me a pendant and brooch, please?
Okay, sure. Oh, so they're a couple, but making a pendant and brooch would require a lot of material.
This is for you, Gino.
Thanks. What's this? Eli, you got me rings?
I can't wear those earrings you made. So I was thinking of having someone turn them into a pendant and brooch, but he seems to have misunderstood my request.
This gem has become so much smaller.
Mr. Burton said he couldn't make a ring without cutting off the corners of the gems.
This one is too small for me.
Give it to me. I'll have him adjust it.
Hey, it looks perfect on you.
Don't give it back to me. This is for you.
Then let's each take one, so we won't have to do such gift exchanges anymore.
Don't put it on my finger. How could he put it on my ring finger? It's so embarrassing.
I need to wear gloves when I practice my sword, so it's not very convenient for me to put it on my finger either. I'll tie the ring on a string so it becomes a necklace.
The magic stones have all been distributed. I can finally have some rest.
Don't forget what you promised me.
Oh yeah. So what reward do you want? My talon.
I want a contract.
Contract?
I want to mark your soul so I can find you wherever you are.
Are you still afraid I'm gonna run away? I promise to be with you for the rest of my life.
And when your life is over? No matter where your soul is or what your body becomes, I will find you. You can say no, I won't force you.
It won't do you any good, will it? After I pass away, you might fall in love with another human or a dragon, so you don't have to worry about me.
That's not something you need to think about. Just tell me if you're willing to do so or not.
Of course I am. But I can't. In the world after my death, you should be free to love anyone you want, Talon.
But freedom without attachment is just loneliness.
Talon, does it hurt?
A little.
Then be gentle, okay? If even Talon thinks it hurts a little, it must be really painful. My clothes need to be taken off.
It'll be quick.
Ow! This hurts too much. It's over.
You need my blood to live longer.
I'm not a vampire or anything. Can we use your saliva instead?
Aren't you afraid your butt is gonna hurt?
It's gonna hurt anyway, so it doesn't matter where it happens. Let's do it somewhere else. The couch is too small. Give it to me, Talon. Oh, it doesn't hurt anymore. And it feels so good.
Eli, you're still up?
Gino? What are you doing here?
We have many fewer sacred nights here after the reorganization. Now that you're the bishop, it's best to keep an escort around at night.
Ha has that ring with him.
Tomorrow is the celebration of the new church. I told them to get some rest tonight. I'll keep watch.
Then where will you sleep tonight?
I'll just sleep here. I used to do this when I was out on a mission, lying on the grass, looking at the stars, and falling asleep.
Did you take turns keeping watch with your companions?
I didn't have companions. I mostly worked alone. I liked to sleep with my sword, and any sound would quickly put me on the defensive, which scared them a lot. And I always took on tasks that no one else wanted, so after a while, no one wanted to team up with me anymore. I haven't slept in a safe place in a long time. You're going back to your room?
It's windy. I'm a bit cold. I don't mind sharing my room with you.
Eli, actually, it's okay if I sleep on the...
Shut up and sleep.
I really want to have it in my arms.
It's okay. It's okay now.
Sorry, Eli, but I can't sleep. I'll stay outside.
Suit yourself. I wouldn't have invited him here if I had known this. Why are they here? I remember they've been driven away. Gino, come in. Why can't I move or make a sound? Don't go, stay here. Don't go outside. Gino, don't go outside.
I won't go outside. I'll stay here with you. If you still need me after the celebration, I'll stay here with you.
The celebration for the new church.
Dear Bishop Eli and valiant Knight Gino, on behalf of House Burton, I wish you both the best of luck and happiness in your lives, and in your joint defense of our Sarma continent. Here are the additional topaz pendants I made for you and Mr. Gino. Please take a look.
Please excuse my earlier rudeness. Prince Edition, I didn't expect you to personally take my order. And thank you for your kind wishes.
These two gems look so familiar.
If the new Sarma church needs new uniforms and accessories, Burton Clothing would be more than happy to provide them.
I knew he was here to get more orders. Ahem, it's my turn now. Dear gentlemen, these are the vegetables I developed with magic stones. Please feel free to taste them.
Agricultural Products Fair.
Will they grant me magic? Do they have any side effects?
Doesn't like vegetables.
I felt a wave of magic coursing through me, just like when I ate Uncle Barrow's bread. Talon, what do you think of the tomato after eating it?
It's very thirst-quenching.
Dragons don't have magic. They're born with fire-breathing and attack abilities.
And
vegetables taste awful.
Only devils can digest the magic stone. It restores their magic and fills their stomachs. A little magic stone powder in the soil during crop growth can greatly increase crop yields. The crops produced in this way are not harmful to the human body, they can even strengthen it. Moreover, they can restore the devil's magic.
The Devil King gave each sacred messenger a magic stone as compensation. If these stones are really that useful, we're willing to donate them for experiments. But I'll have to give away those 2 rings too.
No, you guys deserve the compensation. There's no need for you to donate them. We can make a deal with the devils, have them provide the stones and the magic labor force, and then share some of the crops with them.
It's risky. What if they absorb human life force again?
We can do it ourselves. I don't see the need to work with them.
If the devil's food problem remains unresolved, they might try everything to invade the Sarma continent for resources, which will do us no good.
With me here, what are you afraid of?
Please allow me to introduce a gentleman from the devil race to all of you. Let's sit down and discuss it. Mr. Seth is very interested in this cooperative scheme. He can make decisions on behalf of the devils.
When did I give sacred messengers magic stones?
Your Majesty, you're walking like a marionette.
The Devil King?
Why is the Devil King here?
We're here to negotiate.
Devil King? Are you talking about Seth?
This is my sincerity.
Good thing I know a thing or two about magic. The magic seal on this contract binds both sides, preventing the Devil King from unilaterally breaking it.
Lord Ivor, Mr. Dragon, I made a salad with freshly picked fruits and vegetables. Please have a taste.
Where's the meat?
Why does it taste a bit like Princess Xenia's tomatoes?
Lord Ivor, I grew these fruits and vegetables using materials I bought at the market. Princess Xenia sent us vegetables a few months ago, and even the sheep grew strong after eating them. So I saved some of the seeds from those vegetables, and I didn't expect them to grow so quickly and productively, ready for harvest so soon.
So it's only been a few months. Geez, it feels like years.
Lord Ivor. Mr. Dragon. The sheep ran away.
Then go catch it. Don't disturb Lord Ivor's mealtime.
No, a lady named Veronica retrieved the sheep for me. She said she'd like to meet Mr. Dragon.
Oh, Mr. Dragon. I finally met you.
Who are you?
Veronica. I think I've seen that name somewhere before.
Dragon's weakness, dragon killing magic, how to eat dragons after killing them.
She's the author of those books. Are you a magical creature researcher?
Relax. I'm no match for a dragon anyway. You have answers I want, and I have stories you want. So why don't we sit down and have a talk? Dragons are territorial and solitary beings. So typically, adult dragons reside in separate mountains. Even after mating, they part ways once their offspring hatch. It takes a powerful dragon to claim a mountain and pass it on to their young once they can fly. Subsequently, they embark on a quest for a new mountain. 1,314 years ago, a formidable and arrogant female dragon once made enemies with another dragon in a territorial dispute, and then her egg was stolen and concealed in a cave within a remote mountain known as Abaddon. Desperate to recover her egg, she trespassed into the territories of other dragons, harboring suspicion towards all those she had clashed with. However, the thief of her egg remained tight-lipped about its whereabouts, leaving her to never lay eyes on it again, even until her demise. Her egg had been living in Abaddon Mountain since it hatched, but one day, it burned down the mountain for some unknown reason, and then left. Guided by the life of this female dragon, I've dedicated over 2 decades to studying dragons. She left a trail of legends across the continent due to her active presence and confrontations. Given that dragons typically lead solitary lives and are elusive, you're the first dragon I've encountered in my lifetime.
Then may I ask how you wrote your books?
Some of them are fantasies.
Abaddon Mountain. Isn't that where I started living with James?
Could this story relate to Talon's early years?
While I have knowledge of blending dragon blood with human blood to prolong a human's lifespan, I have yet to encounter any instance where a dragon independently extended a human's life beyond 300 years. Magic is the only means to achieve that.
What magic?
The former Devil King did a lot of research to prolong his human wife's life, and many of the materials he used were rare magic stones, but I'm still studying the exact procedure.
Further research may yield even longer lifespans for humans. These are all super rare magic stones. It must be hard to collect them all.
I might have some of these gems in my collection. If not, I'll go mine for them.
Talon, I can't believe you're willing to sacrifice your precious gems for me. I'm going to cry.
Am I that stingy in your mind?
Wonderful. Please do share the formula with me upon your success. You know, now that humans are in cooperation with devils, someone may need it in the future.
You just want to use us as test subjects, don't you?
Oh, Ivor, you guys seem to be in the middle of something.
Eli, why are you here?
We made several supplemental agreements with the Devil King. I need you to check the magic seals for me. This is...
She's Miss Veronica, a magical creature researcher. I acquired all my knowledge of magic from her books.
I know you. Sweetie, you're Bishop Eli, right?
She's so strong.
I hope Gino didn't bring you any trouble.
Do you know him?
I started looking after him when he was still a little boy who'd wet his pants.
So you're Gino's.
Veronica.
I'm his master.
I thought you were still in the West Continent. When did you come back?
And I heard you're in a relationship. Good for you.
Not quite yet.
No way. Everyone's talking about the two of you.
I was rejected.
Rejected? When?
I will take responsibility.
So that's a love confession? That's so strange. No one would say yes to that.
But it's fine. I'll always be there for him as long as he needs me.
What about your adventures then?
I can't leave him alone. Besides, there are no more magical creatures left that I wish to challenge.
Silly. Everyone, the contract with the Devil King has been confirmed. Our next focus is establishing a partnership with the House of Burton. What you need to do now is to work out a plan in groups. And then we'll discuss them at our meeting in 3 days. Alright, that's all for today's meeting. Thanks for your hard work, Eli. And thank you. Make sure to get some good rest.
Hey there, sweetie.
Miss Veronica, what are you doing here?
I'm off to the West Continent tomorrow, so I'm here to bid farewell to you guys.
Why don't you stay here for a few more days?
I'm a busy bee, always on the move. I'm off to the bookstore soon, so let's have a chat while I'm still here.
She's Gino's master, so it means she's our elder. What's the right topic now?
Honestly, I didn't expect Gino to stay in the church. He's the kind of guy who's full of life even without company, so I always thought he'd probably end up alone.
But I think a handsome, sincere guy like him would have attracted a lot of girls.
That kid is a bit offbeat, so he doesn't even have many friends, let alone girlfriends. He's been a mood killer since childhood, even mistaking a love letter for a challenge letter.
Maria, I'm here as you said in your letter. I accept your challenge.
Never mind. Forget I said anything.
After he scared that girl away, no admirers dared to approach him again.
No. Don't come over.
Why are you running away? It's just a wooden sword. It's not like we're having a duel.
As I often traveled around, he had to cut wood for the people in the village in exchange for food when I was not around. Later, when he found that he could make a living by killing magical creatures, he threw himself into the practice of swordplay. He had an inexplicable obsession with challenging magical creatures, perhaps because his hometown was destroyed by them. With no fancy gear or teammates, he relied on his knowledge of magical creatures' habits and weaknesses to fight his way to the top. He always took on tasks that no one else wanted, which were usually difficult and required the challengers to travel a long distance. But he thrived on these tasks because he loved to challenge the strong.
Maybe that's his true calling. It's a total waste of his talent to make him guard me and teach the kids here.
You seem to have misunderstood something. As much as he loves challenging the strong, his desire to protect the weak is even greater. When he meets someone he wants to protect for the rest of his life, he no longer has to travel around looking for the feeling of being needed. Alright, I gotta go. The bookstore won't be open forever today. I'm glad you managed to keep him here. Now, I don't have to look all over the world for him anymore when I need to see him.
But if he wants to leave, I won't stop him.
No, just stop him. He'll be glad.
Why are you so late today?
Oh, a new kid kept pestering me to teach him a move and just wouldn't go home. And you? Why are you still up?
I can't sleep alone.
Then I'll come back early to keep you company. Eli, I'm not cold.
The winter is coming. It'll get colder and colder.
Then I'll find a bigger quilt tomorrow. This one's too small.
It's big enough. Does what you said before still count?
Say it again? I didn't catch you.
You can take responsibility for me.
Responsibility? If this is what I think it is.
That's really a terrible word for a love confession.
Then let me try a different word. Can I love you?
I already gave you permission.
Then can I hold you in my arms?
Why do you have so many questions? I'll push you away if I don't like it. Okay?
Great. Now I can finally hold you close. Even when you're sober.
Put me down.
You often have nightmares, and when you do, you call out my name and cling to me. I think you're probably doing this because you don't think I could have real feelings for you.
Idiot. Miss Veronica told me you were clueless about romance, and even mistook a love letter for a challenge letter.
That was when I was a kid. Even if I don't have much experience, I do have some common sense. Will you hate me if I, do intimate things to you?
No.
Great. He didn't reject my kiss.
That's all?
Miss Veronica had met people with dragon blood, but she didn't include their stories in the book. I really want to know how those people and their dragons deal with the difference in lifespans.
You must keep it a secret that long-term ingestion of dragon's body fluids can extend human life. Otherwise, the human population will just keep growing, which will certainly endanger the dragons.
But a dragon's body fluids can only extend a human's life to 300 years max. Working on magic stones would be more efficient.
Just go to sleep already. You can read it tomorrow.
Talon. There are only a few pages left. I want to finish it before bed.
Since when did you become so diligent? You don't have to be so anxious. I'll figure out a way. Remember the Devil King's dad's magic book? We can go ask him for that.
I'm not anxious.
I know humans need to cherish every moment, but if you have to sacrifice your health for a longer life, I'd rather you didn't live that long.
I just want to be with you as long as I can. I'll always be healthy with you around.
I read that book too. Magic stones won't necessarily work, but I'll always be there for you. I'd give you all my blood if you could bear it. If you can't accompany me to the distant future, then longevity will only be a nightmare to me.
Amazing. Magic is incredibly useful.
New vegetable garden.
Mr. Seth, could you use magic to make plants grow faster? It could conserve considerable time.
No. What do you take magic for? Your toolbox? Do you know the cost of tampering with life's natural order through magic? If you speed up the time of a vegetable, you'll have to slow down the time of another life by the same amount.
Then we can make plants grow faster and animals age slower. That's great.
Fine, even if you have enough animals to bear the cost. Have you considered how much magic it will cost us? I'd cry my eyes out if we were to waste precious magic stones for that little bit of time.
For us humans, that little bit of time is also very precious. Reducing the cultivation period by a year could double our output and accelerate the breeding of new varieties.
Sorry, but as devils with all the time in the world, we will never do something as stupid as wasting magic stones for time.
Cheapskate.
It's worth a try.
You're so kind, Seth. You're willing to be part of my plan.
Your Majesty, making humans live longer doesn't do us any good. Once she's dead, we'll return to the Devil Continent with her cultivation secrets. No more serving humans.
While we devils delve into new magic, humans persistently cultivate new food varieties. We're both doing what we're good at. Each vegetable only lives for 1 to 6 months and needs to be replanted after harvest. Fruit trees, however, endure for decades, offering annual harvests. Besides, the older the tree, the tastier its fruit. Given their brief existence, humans have limited time to explore and achieve.
Human, devil.
But if they can live as long as devils, their technological advancements will accelerate. Combining human technology with our new magic, I believe we will no longer need to rely on magic stones in the near future.
What are you two whispering about?
The way to speed up plant growth involves our secrets, so we need to make a trip back to our continent first.
That's so sudden. When will you come back?
In 3 days. Maybe.
3 days? Why the haste, Your Majesty?
Her time is limited.
He stutters when speaking to me but not with Claude. Is it because he's shy around me?
Your Majesty, this is the former Devil King's notebook. Please think twice before you read it.
Back then, my father sacrificed 500 years to extend my mother's life. But my mother didn't appreciate it, and she even betrayed us.
Seth, please forgive me. In these 500 years, you two will remain youthful while I'll age beside you. That's just too much for me. I'm so scared. Erica, I can't believe you'd even lie to me and ruin your reputation just to leave us. As long as you're alive and with me, I don't care what you look like at all. So why do this? The looks are just an excuse, right?
My father couldn't face the truth, and that's why he tried everything to bring her back to life.
Please don't be upset, Your Majesty. The human body isn't built for 500 years. So even without this misunderstanding, the end would be the same.
Simply prolonging human life without altering other aspects would be mere torment for them. Yet if we only slow their bodily time, their movements would be sluggish, which will also hinder their normal life.
Your Majesty, that dragon comes again.
What does he want this time? What? What do you want?
We haven't settled the scores with you for stealing our magic stones.
Oh. Settle the scores with us? How?
Calm down, Talon.
We've never messed with you, but why do you keep harassing us? It's outrageous. You're totally bandits.
No more magic stones.
Not magic stones.
You've got us wrong. We're here to learn something from you. Look, we've brought you a present.
No need. I can make something way better than them.
They look really tasty.
Your Majesty, please let me try it for you first. Where did you get the flower cultivated by magic stones?
Remember the sacred messengers you kicked out of the Devil Castle? They farmed on Devil Continent for a living and developed such wheat by accident.
Where? I remember the land on the Devil Continent isn't suitable for farming.
Give us your dad's longevity magic first.
What are you guys trying to do?
It's useless, human.
Why?
Shortened life. Aging. Inevitable.
Explanation: the longevity magic requires sharing one's life. And the one whose life is extended will inevitably age.
I'm willing to share my life with him. How many years can I add to his life? At most.
Aging is inevitable.
Aging. 500 years. Okay.
By then, you'll be stuck in an aging shell for 500 years. Is that okay with you?
Ivor, I don't care how you look at all. As long as you're alive and well, that's enough for me.
Mr. Claude, may I know how many years you've been alive?
Such a rude question. I've served 3 generations of Devil Kings. I'm senior enough for you humans to call me.
Then have you ever seen a reincarnated soul?
I know what you want to know, but it takes at least 1,000 years for a soul to transition from death to reincarnation into intelligent life. During that time, it may have been reborn countless times as plants and animals, where the soul remains very weak and nearly undetectable.
1,000 years.
Talon, I can stay with you for 500 years, but if I get tired of living like this, promise me you'll let me go, okay? It's okay. Maybe one day I'll make a breakthrough in magic. By then, I might even live longer than 500 years without aging.
You wish. There's no way humans can become immortal.
If only father and mother could have been like them back then. Then we can make plants grow faster and animals age slower. That's great. Wait, what if we replace the components of living things and then let plants bear the cost of aging? Maybe, there's a way, do some research.
Really? Do you really have a way to make him live as long as I do without suffering from aging?
I can try, but I can't promise.
If you can help me solve this problem, I'll give you all my gems and promise never to beat you again.
This guy is really getting on my nerves.
His Majesty has become much more independent-minded now, but I hope he's only working on this to get on good terms with Dragon and benefit us devils.
Uncle Barrow, can we stay here for the night?
Of course. I'm glad you came to see me.
Uncle Barrow, I told the Devil King about your wheat. He says he'll help us find all the sacred messengers who have been exiled here, and he hopes you can get more devils involved and develop more land.
Thank you for helping us. I haven't had something this delicious in a long time. Sugar is very rare here, after all. I apologize for what I said about your relationship earlier. I can see this Mr. Dragon has taken good care of you.
I'm sure your friend I will have a happy life too. We're now experimenting with life-sharing magic.
But some people's happiness comes at the expense of others' pain. That devil is only interested in his reality. To keep him young and beautiful forever, that devil even drained the magic of his own kind.
Talon, if it takes so much to stay young, I'd rather.
You may not be aware of the pain of aging. The first human I came into contact with was an old man named James. I was very young at the time, but he was already 70. He treated me like his own son. This knowledgeable man taught me so much. And I still remember how warm it felt when he smiled and touched my head. He was strong but also fragile. Sometimes, he even needed to stop to catch his breath. I thought all humans were like that. Then one day, he went out and never came back. I saw him buried by two young men. It didn't take them much effort. I tried to wake him, but he never stirred. In that moment, I realized how short human life is. Even when I tried to meet more humans like James, I was only met with disappointment, which felt worse than being alone. Until 10 years ago, I met a human kid. I didn't take this weak creature seriously. I was merely bored and used him to pass the time. He suggested I write to the king asking for 10 tons of gold. His idea intrigued me, so I went along with it. And then I met you, a bubbly chatterbox. You've brought me joy I've never experienced before and made me feel needed. I just want you to be healthy and happy while you're alive. Otherwise, even if you stay young and with me forever, it means nothing.
Is it possible that the kid you met 10 years ago was me?
Yeah, you two do look somewhat alike, and you both have blonde hair.
You didn't drive me away back then, and I should thank James for that. He's the one who keeps you kind to humanity. Talon, I'll devote myself to magic and find a way to share our lives without hurting anyone. I won't leave you alone for so long.
It's okay. I managed to get through so many years on my own before I met you, remember? When I got bored, I just slept it off. And when I woke up decades later, I'd do some exercise like digging for gold and gems, which also enriched my collection. So don't feel any pressure, okay? Even if your magic fails, we still have the mark. We dragons live for 5,000 years. I have all the time in the world to wait for you to reincarnate.
But if you really can't stand being alone, just go find a dragon to spend the rest of your life with after I die.
What are you talking about?
But make sure you wait until after I die.
I don't mind biting you to death right now.
Then just forget it.
So the only things he's ever gonna do are kiss me and hug me? Gino, have you ever read Ivor's picture book?
No, why? I'll go check it out.
I'm not saying you have to read it now.
I think it was here before.
It's in a drawer.
Such a nice book. It's the first time I've ever read a picture book.
You can read it tomorrow.
I want to finish it quickly so we'll have more to talk about.
Suit yourself then. Why is he still sleeping? He's usually up by this time. Why is he suddenly?
Eli, I feel like a beast right now. I want to lick every corner of your body.
What?
I love you. Eli. I love you so much. Love you. You're so cute. I love you. Eli.
Okay, I know. Just stop it. Gino? Hey, don't fall asleep yet. Take me to the bath. I have a meeting later.
Good morning.
Forget it. I'll do it myself. Something's dripping down my legs.
Eli, you.
It's all your fault. Why were you doing this in broad daylight?
Did I sleepwalk again? I'm sorry. I failed to discipline myself. You can do whatever you want with me.
After what you did to me, you're telling me you weren't in your right mind.
Because this kind of thing usually only happens in my dreams, I don't want you to get hurt.
I'll be fine if I get used to it. But how am I supposed to get used to it if you don't do it at all?
Eli, you mean I can keep doing this? That's great, Eli. Thank you.
Not now. Geez, when he's sober, all he says is either sorry or thank you.
Are you feeling better now?
Gino, will you ever go on an adventure again?
At this point, no, I just want to stay by your side. If you'll have me.
Don't you think it's a waste to stay here?
Waste? Even the strongest people eventually go home. I feel so lucky to finally have one. Although Veronica gave me a home, she often traveled around, leaving me alone in that empty house. I didn't like that feeling, so I looked for work everywhere. I've been to where I was born, but everything there has been burned by the devils, leaving only ruins. But now I finally have somewhere I want to be. Where you are is my home.
Home? I haven't heard that word in a long time. I had a home for a very short time, and I prayed every day that my father wouldn't leave me. But my father still passed away, and I was taken in by the church. I spent every day trying to figure out how to escape, yet I let no one see through my intentions.
Plan of the underground labyrinth of the church.
Even when I became the archbishop, I only saw the church as a place of work because I had to keep up my dignified appearance at all times. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd meet someone to whom I could bare my body and soul without fear of being laughed at or hurt. When I'm with him, all my worries vanish. I really love that feeling.
Eli kissed me.
We gotta finish our bath quickly. I still have work to do. Do those scratches still hurt?
I'll be fine if I can have a kiss.
I think I'd better take the day off today.
Talon, what are you doing?
I find your body can absorb my fluids without any pain now.
Then, let's do it again.
Let's save it for when we get home. The bed here is so shaky.
Good morning, Uncle Barrow.
I thought he didn't know what it was like to be shy.
Maybe you can go to Miss Veronica to learn something about eternal life.
You know her.
It's been 30 years. I'm no longer a kid, but you still look as young as ever.
Just tell me when my book will be available exactly.
I once saw her at church when I was a child. She looked like she was in her 20s then, but they said she had been that way for the last 30 years.
Devil's food tastes awful. Why don't you plant some wheat here?
I met Veronica again 5 years ago when I got kicked out of Devil Castle for getting old, and she already looked like she was in her 40s or 50s. She's been traveling the world for years. So I bet she's encountered.
If she already knew the formula, why would she let us do the experiment?
Veronica said she was heading to the West Continent. We need to find her before she leaves.
I was almost at the volcano, but you guys brought me back. You're going to have to put me back where I was later.
So my guess was right. It's so faint that I didn't notice it before. Miss Veronica, do you have devil blood in you? I suppose you're actually over 100 years old already, right?
Don't you know it's rude to ask a woman her real age?
I just want to know what makes you live so long.
Remember what I told you before? Dragons' body fluids can extend human life, but the human body might not handle it well. My measly devil blood didn't make me immortal, but it helped me absorb the dragon's blood.
You drank dragon's blood before?
80 years ago, I stumbled upon some magic stones containing dragon's blood. I tasted them out of curiosity, and then I kept having these strange memories in my head that led me to that dragon's trail.
Could that blood be Talon's mother's?
The price I pay for staying young is that some of my organs rapidly age, and my left eye is one of them. People who drink dragon's blood become dependent on it. Once they stop, the extra years they gain can take a toll on their bodies. In my case, my left eye, and they start to age normally again. I traded just my left eye for 30 years of youth. It's a pretty good deal, isn't it? Now I can live as an ordinary old woman with no regrets.
Talon, looks like I really can't live without you now.
I see.
Wait, that's not what I mean.
Hey, aren't you forgetting something? Send me back to the volcano. Bishop Eli takes the day off. What about Gino?
He's off today too.
Are they out on a date? It's getting dark. I was thinking of crashing at their place for the night.
Wait, Veronica.
You brat. I thought you and Eli were out on a date. You know it's not a day off, but neither of you are here.
Eli wasn't feeling well, so I stayed with him.
Why? You're not a doctor or something.
But I'm responsible for it.
Ah, realized something.
Then I'll leave you two alone?
Eli's resting now. I have something to tell you. Humans and devils have formed a partnership, but many humans fear any contact with devils because they don't understand them. So I'd like to hire you as a lecturer to introduce other races to the people of Sarma continent.
I'm not really interested in that.
I know it's not your thing. It's also okay if you can just stay here for a few more years.
Unless you provide me with a lab to study magical creatures, and the magic that makes men have babies, which I'm very interested in.
No, just give up. I won't let you have your way.
The life-sharing magic requires 9 rare magic stones. Different beings have different physical limits. The life-sharing magic allows the recipient to live up to 5 times longer. But it doesn't prevent aging. When a being ages to a certain point, replacing its aging microscopic components with those of a younger being can restore its youthful body, thus extending its lifespan.
Young, replace, regain youth.
However, this will accelerate the aging of the younger being. If only we could swap components across species.
That is to say, we can swap the microscopic components of plants and animals. For example, we can replace the aging components of vegetables with those from younger pests, which can even save us the trouble of killing pests.
But the microscopic components of different species vary greatly, requiring more magic stones for higher-level magic.
Then we'll only use it for breeding purposes. It's important to reduce the development time.
Then let's smelt the magic stones first. But I'm not sure it'll work.
He's talking more and more. I remember he used to say only a few words at a time.
Pests and vegetables, those are 2 totally different species. I haven't seen a successful replacement in any case like that. But if it really works, that dragon might actually be able to spend the rest of his life with his human partner. Magic of this magnitude will surely impress those devils who doubt His Majesty's abilities.
Ivor, I hear that you've been working on life-extending magic. Is that true?
Honestly, I've been reluctant to think about it. If this magic works, I'll have to hear about your death again someday. That said, I can't leave Talon alone for the rest of his long life just to spare myself the pain.
When you care for someone, you're not as free as you used to be. Maybe that's how love tames people.
Eli, are you starting to believe in love?
Only when you believe in it can you enjoy it.
So, you and the Divine Sword Knight are an item now?
He used the word love, and I accepted it.
A love confession. Talon has never said anything like that to me.
but it's very important.
He's shown me so much love through his actions, so it doesn't matter whether he says it or not now.
Looks like Dragon can make Ivor feel secure even without words.
But I hear that the Divine Sword Knight is still a virgin who doesn't really know how to do that kind of thing. Is that true?
No, he's mastered it from your picture book.
My picture book? I never thought my picture book could be used as a guide. I'll create more in the future. Ha ha ha.
Keep your voice down. I'm going to Veronica's speech now.
Okay, see you later. Talon. What are you doing here?
I found some stones today, and the patterns on them are similar to those in Veronica's notes.
You can just wait for me at home.
You've been out there for so long. It's getting dark, and you're still not home yet.
Hey, don't make it sound like I'm trying to run away. This one seems.
It looks exactly like the one we're looking for, right?
This one seems to be the gender bender stone, which can change one's gender. This one is quite rare.
Stop working on such ridiculous magic.
Just like human society, there are classes in Devil Society. There's also capital and labor exploitation in their society, even physical exploitation.
What a beautiful stone.
What a beautiful stone. This kind of stone will have a pentagram pattern. If you find one, please be sure to bring it to me.
I guess a stone that beautiful should be worth as much as a gem.
Isn't the magic stone very rare? It must be worth a lot.
It would be a devastating disaster for the wicked to get hold of these stones. Didn't expect to get a gender bender stone here. I hit the jackpot.
Evoret, you mean everything to me. My world would be dark without you. Oh, Lonmio, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. No matter where fate leads us. I'll never part from you.
Why aren't you working on the magic stones today?
Oh, Talon, you scared me.
You haven't done a picture book in a long time. Why start again?
I want to create as much as I can in the time I've left. I thought it was still daytime. Time's running out really fast.
With me around, you already have a lot more time than the average human.
Working on life-extending magic takes a lot of magic stones. It's only been a few months, and I've already used up half the gems you spent 1,000 years collecting. Those gems could have been with you for thousands of years, but they're being used for someone like me who doesn't have long to live.
Hey, you didn't care about this before, did you? I collect gold and gems just to fill my dreary house.
A long life is like a big house. To make it a home, just for me, I need to gather many, many things. They can be emotions, experiences, and memories. These things may not be visible or tangible like gold and gems, but they can fill an empty soul. As long as I am in this world, this house won't fall down, and these memories will be safe within it. I want to make more memories with you so I can keep reliving them over the long years. Then I'll put them all in my picture books in case you forget.
I won't forget. You still bear my mark, remember? You must live longer. You know what to do. Right?
I feel like a vampire, sucking everything good out of you. Perhaps he's already taken to heart how fragile my body is. So he moves with surprising gentleness for a giant beast. And his fluids seem to have made my body a lot stronger. Talon, I love you.
I love you too, Ivor.
He starts saying sweet things to me, just like humans do to their partners. And I've finally let go of my pessimistic thoughts. I'm no longer calculating gains and losses or thinking about fallback plans. He has taken possession of my body, my heart, and my mind. Our souls blend and influence each other. We've become perfectly compatible. And eventually, we've tamed each other.
Humans have so many different kinds of food.
I hear you've worked out the magic of swapping components across species. As expected of the Devil King.
There's still a long way to go before it can be applied to humans.
Anyway, thank you for your research and dedication. In addition to these desserts, I'd also like to give you this book as a thank you gift.
Sweet love with a devil.
What can it do?
It can enlighten people about love and spread devil culture.
You dare to talk to me like that? You're such an interesting human.
No! Don't read it!
Huh? Why?
Don't you dare corrupt His Majesty. He's still a little boy. How can you give him a book like that?
See you around. My friends.
Where are we going now?
I don't have any plans today. Let's go where you want to go.
Then let's go home.
Yes, let's go home.